Beats Planet.
Before Reasonable Doubt dropped, the jury hung. What's happening, y'all? Boy, what a first day, huh? What a first day. There are pros and cons to having first days like that. First of all, if we at the crib and we bored and we kind of just need some news, then the good part about it is that we got a whole bunch of news, okay? The bad part is the reaction to information that we knew already and the bombardment of needing things to happen. Boy, I wish we'll relax on the bombardment of needing things to happen, especially some things that we knew was going to happen already. Tried to explain the best I could what I meant by that. What I meant by that is this is a 3-month process. 3 months. And people are kind of overreacting in the third hour of it. Oh boy, we got time, man. Relax. We got time. And that goes for anybody who's listening that feels like it applies to you. Oh, boy, why are we not signing nobody? Why are we not signing nobody? Just because everybody else is signing people don't mean you won't. Relax. Relax. You know what I mean? We should be fans. This ain't even for us. This ain't got nothing to do with us. This ain't our business. This is their business. Players in front office. Now, when it get to, September 1st and the moves that you didn't want to happen don't happen, or the moves that you wanted to happen didn't happen. If you get to that point and it still didn't go down, well, I guess you just got to live with it. It just is what it is at that point. You know what I mean? But as of now, let's put some relaxation on that. Unless you're a Texans fan, you should be irate. Unless you're a Texans fan, you should be pissed. Oh, unless you're a Texans fan. Oh, you should be irate right now. You should be upset right now. You should be livid, bewildered, bamboozled, flabbergasted. Oh, God. But for the other 31 teams, I just need you to relax a little bit. You know what I mean? So let's see. First of all, welcome. Befuddled. First of all, welcome everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. I tried to get some phones going, but it seems like the people that do maintenance on my phone lines aren't doing maintenance. I guess that may have something to do with the corona. So I don't think we're going to have phones this show. I'm going to keep trying to set them up to see if we can pull something off there. But I don't think that's going to be a thing. Whatever. If not, I'll just sit up and talk and read from the chat box. I'm really good at that. I've been doing it my whole life. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to YouTube dashboard. What I wanted to do today is I wanted to kind of react on the craziness that happened today and also answer questions and also just kind of give my thoughts on a lot of things because I know even though it's incredibly early, people still indeed want my thoughts on things. So I will give those, even though it's incredibly early. Also, something else I want to do because I am draft guy and this is my time of year. I kind of want to talk about how a handful of these moves impact the upcoming draft in terms of, what players could go where and how that domino effect kind of happens. You know what I mean? Like going into this draft, we would kind of get the notion that, hey, maybe Arizona's probably going to draft a receiver. I don't think Arizona's in the cards for a receiver anymore. You see what I mean? But we'll just kind of cross that road whenever we get there. We'll get there in a second. Today got me flabbergasted, Coach. Rio dropping the 50 in the super chat because you a legend. Oh, my God. Because you a legend. You know what I'm saying? You're a Broncos fan. You're a Broncos fan, so I mean, I'm gonna find a way to incorporate everybody's draft needs into this thing. All right, so just kind of stay tuned on that. But let's get right into it, though, bro. I got my this pulled up. I got my Tankathon order pulled up because things kind of changed a little bit, and I got my tweeter pulled up just in case some new stuff happens on Twitter. All right. Also appreciate Rio again for the 50 in the super chat. So the first thing I kind of the first thing I like to do is I kind of feel for the vibes a little bit. I love to know where the vibes are. So when something happens, I go straight to Reddit, right? And it's interesting what I got from Reddit. I just wanted to know what the fans are thinking, because I know how I think. You know, I'm not a Texans fan or a Cardinals fan. I laugh at Texans, but I laugh at them, but I'm not necessarily, I'm impartial to both, right? So what I got from both fan bases, check this out. And I tweeted this earlier, which is why y'all should be following me on Twitter. You should if you don't. So Reddit before the trade. And I find this interesting. Before the trade, Texans fans were like, yay, we got DJ. We got David Johnson. It's Texans fan. Yay, we got David Johnson. They were elated to have him. Because they was like, oh, boy, we get a running back that can da-da-da, boom, 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 that can run the ball, catch the ball, whatever. A big name, I should say. They got a big name in David Johnson. I'll keep my opinions out of this for the moment. But if you go over to Cardinals Reddit and kind of see what they were saying about David Johnson, it's interesting. Because they were saying, I mean, I'm kind of happy for David Johnson that he gets a new home to go to. I'm not upset. We just going to keep running King and Drake. We may draft a guy in the late rounds, but sure, y'all go have David Johnson. Those vibes are interesting. If you look at the other trades, I mean, San Francisco is not really thrilled about letting DeForest Buckner go. They get a first-round pick that they feel good about, but they weren't thrilled to let DeForest Buckner go. The Cowboy fans had to let go of Byron Jones today. It was kind of the business that we had to deal with, and it mostly came down to a money issue, but none of us were thrilled to let Byron Jones go. If you kind of get the vibes from Arizona, they was like, hey, wonder what we're getting back. I wonder what our trade compensation is going to be. Interesting, right? Those are the vibes. The Cards were indifferent, but the Texans were on fire about acquiring David Johnson. But after the trade, after, right? The Cardinals was like, yay, we got D-Hop, right? We got DeAndre Hopkins. Hell yeah. But Texans was like, what the blue mother? Oh, fire Bill O'Brien. Get his mother. Hell no. Hell no. Up out of here. The vibes are so different. Boy, the vibes were so different. I've never seen the vibes on one side so heavy. You know what I mean? To where, like, if David Johnson did live up to his potential in this trade, Cardinal fans should be like, yo, we got Nuke, but damn, we let go of David. Hell no. They was like, yay, cool, we let go of David. A aging running back on a big contract. We let go of David, but double yay, we got Nuke. And it's interesting because the Texans were like, yay, we got David Johnson, until they saw what they had to give up to get him. And then they was like, man, fuck David Johnson. At the moment, they was like, we don't want David Johnson that bad. You don't want David Johnson that bad. So the Texans let go of Nuke Hopkins with no first-round pick to replace him. Damn, Daniel. Now what? If you Arizona, you doing double black flips. Double black flips. White people flip too. You're doing double backflips right now in your backyard. Breaking down your fence all up in the neighbor's yard because you let go of what you would consider a liability. You save money from the running back portion of your cap. David Johnson, like what? He's aging. He's like 30 now or so. He's aging, right? And he's making big money or so. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Wheelchair Wentz. Let me just get on your case real fast. Shitting on Texans so Cowboys look less shitty. Do you think that this was a good trade for the Texans with your goofy ass? Do you think this was fantastic for the Texans? Wheelchair Wentz. Do you think this was an even move for the Texans? I'm gonna talk about my Cowboys in a minute. Don't get me wrong. The Cowboys, I don't think the Cowboys did anything that we weren't totally prepared for. Honestly, I don't think the Cowboys did nothing we didn't know what was gonna happen. Dak got tagged. Coop ain't get signed, so we kind of got to, negotiate with him, see where we at with him. Byron was gonna walk. I don't know why Cowboy fans pissed off at all this news we had today. We knew all these moves was gonna happen. Cooper was up in the air. Byron was going to go. Dak was going to get tagged until his bigger deal came. I don't understand. Even if that's the case, though, even if you're kind of upset about the non-movement of the Cowboys or whatever, we ain't lose like the Texans lost. Goodness, buddy. We ain't lose like the Texans lost. The Cowboys still got time before we know what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? We still got time to figure out what our moves are going to be. All the other stuff sold up already. That's done. So if you're Houston Texans, you are in an interesting predicament. Because first of all, you get a second round pick back. That kind of helps you a little bit, right? It kind of helps you a little bit. It's not enough, but it does help you a little bit. But if you're the Texans, you still have one of the worst offensive lines in the league, and now you have a huge hole at wide receiver. But now you got a running back. Boy, you got David Johnson, player. I have a theory. I have a theory that Bill O'Brien was told that he was going to get fired next year. We just want you to play these cards out. And I think Bill O'Brien is just destroying the organization from the inside because he knows he's going to get a new job next year. I don't understand any other reasoning for making these moves back to back to back like that. I just don't get it. I don't understand. I'm no GM. I'm just a YouTuber. And I know some goofy ass people on the Twitter machine is going to be like, well, Voch, you're not an expert, so I'm not going to listen to you. Well, the experts is fucking up too. The experts ain't getting it right. They have good receivers, Voch. Let's not downplay those boys. Okay, listen. Kiki QT and Will Fuller look a lot better with D Hopkins on the other side. A lot better. They're fantastic complementary guys. They even drafted a guy last year, I believe. I could be wrong there, but they're really good complementary guys. But what happens when you take that big boss battle away? Juju Smith is a really good receiver. Without AB, he looked different. He looked a little different. Hell, people say I never shit on my Cowboys. Hey, Deontay Thompson was not the move. When Allen Hurns was out here, he was not the move. Michael Gallup by himself was not the move. Amari Cooper on the other side, boy, Michael Gallup looks really good. Amari Cooper get hurt in the Jets game, boy, we can't find Michael Gallup. This happens. This happens all the time. So sure, the Texans have some pretty good receivers over there. They got guys that can catch the ball, but boy, they're gonna look different when a gangster ain't over there. And I'd imagine if you're like, they were even saying that DeAndre Hopkins was having problems with Bill O'Brien with the front office. Fine. People have problems with players all the time. Like the Raiders organization, they look Khalil Mack in the face and said, yo, Khalil, this probably ain't gonna work, but I bet I get 2 damn first round picks for you. I bet you. Yo, Coop, this ain't work, but hey, we gonna get this first round pick for you. I bet you. DeForest Buckner just got traded for the 13th overall pick. You mean to tell me for DeAndre Hopkins, all you got was a second round pick and an aging running back on the decline with a big ass contract? I'm sorry, player. My bad, player. That ain't the move, my guy. But hey. And they swap fourths, sure. we gonna look at that fourth in 2 years and be like, hey, what happened? Did this fourth pan out? Hey, well, I forgot this fourth existed. Where'd I get this fourth from? Why am I picking right here? Oh shit! Hey man, look, it is what it is, dog. I ain't hating on Houston, but I'm kind of hating on Houston. But everybody's hating on Houston. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though, dog. But hey, Arizona, you got you one. You want to talk about a receiver room? Arizona got Nuke Hopkins and Fitzgerald and like Christian Kirk. Don't they got like Andy Isabella and Hakeem big tall 6'7" Hakeem? They got a wide receiver room in Arizona over there. they got a little room over there in Arizona. So hey man. After each of these, Hakeem Butler, thank you. After each of these discussions, I'm going to think about how that particular move affects the draft. So I got a lot more coming. We're going to talk about the Cleveland stuff. We're going to talk about the Miami Cowboy exchanges. We're going to talk about the Baltimore Ravens. I'm just really leaning into the Texans right now. Adrian Lindsay says Eagles wasted big money on a D tackle. Let's go see what's going on. Let's go see what they did. Let's go see what they did. Let's go see what the Eagles is doing. The Raiders close to a Mariota deal. For what? Texas signed Eric Murray. Okay, cool. Former Browns, Eric Murray. Whatever. All right, cool. Back to work. Jack Conklin. Okay, cool. Yeah. Hang tight. We gonna get into the Browns in a minute. Anyway, what was I saying? So yes, how does this move affect the draft or whatever, right? Well, Arizona's sitting at number 8. And preliminary judgment will say that, hey, Arizona could be looking for a wide receiver. Well, this shit totally gets wide receiver off the board for them. So if it's me, you're Arizona, you're sitting at number 8, you're probably going to go best defender available maybe, or you're going to go offensive line. I think the move would be offensive line. Let me make sure, though. Arizona. I can't spell. Arizona Cardinals. I ain't even gonna do this for the Texans because they don't deserve it. Because they ain't got a first round pick no way. They got like 2 seconds or something. Arizona Cardinals, our lads. I really want to see what the top 17 of the draft is gonna do, or at least the top 16, because I have a vested interest in that. Adrian Lindsay says 14 sacks in 4 seasons. Who the Eagles pick up? Javon Hargraves. How much money Hargraves got? Hargraves cool, but yeah, how much money he get? So let's see. What they offensive line looking like? DJ Humphries, Justin Pugh, AQ Shipley, DJ Sweezy, Justin Murray. They might draft him a right tackle. They may get him. They may get a tackle, plug him in right at the right side. But what else though? What else though? What's the other move? I forgot Keyshawn Johnson from Fresno State. I forgot about him. Look at that. And they got Farrell Cooper. Boy, they got some receivers in Arizona, boy. Receivers. Kenyon Drake is their running back. Chase Edmonds. They're gonna look for a running back in the 3rd round or so. So let's look at their D-line. They got Zach Allen, Corey Peters. I tell you what, if Derrick Brown's on the board, I bet they go Derrick Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like if a top tier D-line kind of guy's there, they'll probably go top tier D line kind of guy. Cornerback. What about corner? Byron Murphy and Pat Peterson. They did get Byron Murphy. That's what happened when you the worst team in football. You get the best player in each round. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get the best player in each round, dog. That is crazy. So yeah, Arizona looking straight. So they'll probably go offensive line, clean this thing up real good. I tell you what, if a guy like Tristan Wirfs is there at 9, just kind of take Wirfs and put him at guard and tackle and see what you can do. So hey, Arizona's sitting in a good place, man. They're in a good place. Who's next? Let's say let's do Baltimore, man. Baltimore kind of picked up on Calais Campbell for a bag of tater chips, dog. And I was looking at a couple mock drafts, and I thought it was interesting. One of the mocks had like Gross Matos going to Baltimore, and I was looking at Coach A. Was like, "Hey man, what you think about Gross Matos Baltimore?" But he was like, "Ugh," he was like, "Ah." But then they went to go get Calais Campbell. They gave up like a late round pick, like a 4th or a 5th or something like that. And that's the one pick every single year where I'm like, "Damn, where was my team when Calais Campbell was getting passed out for like 5th round picks and shit?" Like I got a couple picks over here. I'd have gave a 4 for Calais Campbell and picked that contract up. But it is what it is, though. They got Calais Campbell and they got Brockers. They got Brockers. So what does that mean for Baltimore? Hey man, it must mean they're just loading up on D line now, so they ain't got to load up in the draft. If you think about where they're at in the draft, which is the back of the first round, they probably won't have a D lineman that they feel extra good about anyway. So kind of free agent your way into some good D lineman, and then you will be able to take best player available when you get there. I like the idea. So it is what it is, man. I ain't gonna talk about Baltimore too long because I want y'all to go to Coach Evans' channel and let him tell you about it. He's more clear on the particulars there. Sip the Tally Films. But it seems like every damn year Baltimore just keep getting a good player, bro. They just keep adding a good player, just adding a guy. And it's kind of making me sick. I used to be like real anti-free agent at some point, boy, but I was like, man, I'll take a few of them if y'all don't mind. I'll take a handful of guys. Damn. Killer Cam, he says, you think we sign Amari Cooper at this point? We need him and Byron. I hope you ain't talking like if you're like a Dolphins fan. Don't come in my chat box saying stuff like that, man. Don't come in my chat box. Yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about this Cowboy news then, man, because ESPN talk Cowboys every day. And of course, a lot of my constituents are Cowboys people. So let's hear what y'all got to say. I have a bunch of thoughts, but chat box, if y'all have a topic y'all want me to hit on in particular, I can hit on that one first. I'll start here with, we should always be grateful. Cowboy fans should always be grateful, man, because I saw a lot of people shitting on Byron Jones, my guy. I saw a lot of people shitting on Byron Jones, and I hated it, man. I really, really hated it, but you never know what you got till it's gone. Now Byron Jones is going to go to Miami, and Xavier Howard's going to be on the other side, and it's going to be real hard to throw on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, we just going to be figuring this thing out. You know what I'm saying? Do I hate the move from a Cowboy perspective? I don't. Fan perspective, I hate it because not only is Byron Jones the best, but he got the best big play celebration. Like when he knock a pass down, he'll holster the strap. You know what I'm saying? He'll just holster the strap. Byron Jones can't catch a cold. I agree. If they don't throw the ball at me neither, I can't catch neither. Plus if he can catch, he might play receiver. DBs play DB because they can't catch. So whatever. It ain't his job to catch. It's his job to cover and bat passes away. He did that. He did that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to catch interceptions when teams ain't throwing at you. And that was my whole thing about Byron Jones. Byron Jones locked shit all the way up, man. And I was a big fan of Byron Jones, man. Big fan of. I'm gonna keep being a fan of Byron Jones. Like I said, he still got the best damn celebration in the league, bro. But he got his money though. He got his money. He got like what, $84 million, some big ass number. And to be fair, the Cowboys probably could afford that number, but we probably couldn't afford that number and all the other numbers that we're trying to bring in. So in terms of Cowboy fans and what Cowboy fans need to do, Cowboy fans need to relax. Need to relax, man, because it's very early. It's only been 8 hours. And even though Amari Cooper is technically a free agent, that don't mean he's going to go sign with somebody else. We knew Byron Jones wasn't going to come back, so it wasn't really any offers on the table for him because it was incredibly clear the kind of money that he was going to go get. You know what I'm saying? I just think we kind of ran out of time with Cooper, you know? And it's interesting, the dynamic. I think it's a very microwave dynamic when we talk about Cowboy fans and how we look at the front office or whatnot, right? Because if the front office is a front office say, hey, we just going to get aggressive. We going to spend first round picks every year to get guys. We going to give everybody big ass contracts. Then we're going to be pissed off. We're going to be like, yo, we're spending way too much money. We're not being smart with our salary cap. But when we finally be smart with our salary cap, then we're being too conservative. You see what I mean? When we don't spend a first round pick on a player, you say, hey man, let's spend a first round pick on a player. But when we finally spend a first round pick on a player, we get mad at that whole draft and be like, man, I wish we had a first. You know what I mean? It's just you can never satisfy Cowboy fans. And at this point, you know, I don't even try. I don't even attempt to you know, bring logic to the table. Because it's gonna eventually put gray hairs on my head, and then I'm gonna have to retire, and then Voch gonna disappear. Y'all be like, what happened to Voch? Well, Voch left because y'all want to be out of control. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. So just relax. I think Amari Cooper gets signed. If not, hey man, we're just gonna have to move on with our life and like figure this thing out. But there's no need to get stressed out about it. What I think it is that we're just trying to find the right number. Dallas is just trying to find the right number. I think the biggest deal, the biggest thing that we can walk away with this is that Cooper wants to be in Dallas, Quinn wants to be in Dallas, Dak wants to be in Dallas. We just getting the money figured out. Right? And with the whole Dak Prescott thing, I know people was mad that he got franchise tag. First of all, we knew Dak was going to get franchise tag. But just because he's franchised now doesn't mean he's going to play the season on the franchise tag. We just want to franchise Dak so that what's happening to Cooper doesn't happen with Dak. And out of the two players, who's more important, Cooper or Dak? Dak is the more important player out of Cooper and Dak. So you're putting the franchise tag on him to give you more time. They probably got to kick things up with Amari Cooper because Cooper's actually a free agent. And Jane Slater tweeted earlier, and she's the only one I listen to in Cowboy land or whatever. Cowboys ain't off the table for Coop. It's just they just ran out of time. Coop can possibly still come back to Dallas. I think he'll be back in Dallas. It's just you know, if Amari Cooper wants $20 million. And we somehow talk him down to 17. If Dak won 40, but we somehow talk him down to like 36, then we got an extra $7 million to do things with. You see what I'm saying? So let the Joneses do their job. We should do our job, which is be fans, and y'all do y'all job, which is crunch numbers. Have y'all dropped out of school because you can't count good, but now y'all want to deal with people contracts and shit. Relax. Relax, buddy. Anyway, so that's that. Yeah, so I mean, if it's Cowboy fans going to ask me about Cooper, about Quinn, about Randall Cobb, I think all that stuff will get figured out, man. Plus, here's another notion too. Right? If Byron Jones's number is 17, I'm seeing a name that we've been linked to, Chris Harris. I'm not a big fan of you know, spending money on DBs or whatever, but maybe they got a plan. Maybe they got a big plan over there. So if it's either Byron Jones for 17, right? If you can get Chris Harris for 14, just kind of take Chris Harris and work him in your cornerback rotation. You know what I mean? If Amari Cooper is like a $20 million player, but you can figure out a way to get Stephon Diggs for like 17, you save a little bit. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but I just want you to use your mind like that. You know what I mean? I just want you to kind of use your brain in that way. I think Amari Cooper ends up being a Dallas Cowboy anyway. Robert Quinn, I don't know, but for the most part, I think he could possibly be a Cowboy anyway. It's just the money side, man. It's just money. It's just contract. It's just. I don't really get too caught up in that thing, man. I don't get too caught up in that thing. Chris Harris on the decline, big fella. I feel you. I ain't trying to go get Chris Harris. I feel like if you're gonna spend big money on the corner, just go spend big money on Byron. Keep your 26-year-old big name corner. But I said Chris Harris' name because Chris Harris' name came up in the rumor pool. You know, I'm not a big fan of the idea. You know, like I said, I do agree that he is on the decline or whatever. But if we end up with him, it just is what it is, though. Bro, we should have took care of Cooper already, though. We gave up a first-round pick for him. Well, Special K, I get it, but it takes two sides. And that's the one thing that I've been saying all day. It takes two sides to get this thing done, man. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott was offered like, 34? 33, 34? It's his job to say, nah, I want 38. And it's our job to say, nah, 36. You know what I'm saying? We just doing our job, man. We just doing our job. It is what it is. So that's just that, though. Hey, man, hang in there, bro. Xavier Rose is a good option. No, the fuck he ain't. You better relax, buddy. Jets signed George Fant. Who? I almost called him Joe because I was thinking Noah Fant. Who is George? I don't know him. Anyway, what else happened with the Dolphins? A lot of stuff happened with the Dolphins. Let me pull my sheet up. I know Byron Jones went there. They also signed Eric Flowers, which I always encourage people, dog. Hey, man, look, sign your offensive lineman, bro. Eric Flowers out here getting $30 million, dog. You know what I'm saying? Whack-ass Eric Flowers out here getting $30 million. Hey, look, sign your offensive lineman. I know a lot of people say, yo, Voch, would you trade Tyron Smith for a dog? Offensive line are better than crack in this league, bro. Don't forget it. Offensive linemen are better than crack in this league. If you got them, keep them. You see people get traded all the time, man. You don't see a whole bunch of O-line movement. Relax. Flowers actually is solid at guard. No, he's not. He's just not as bad as he was at tackle. Eric Flowers still whack. He's just not as good as he was at tackle, man. The Dolphins signed Kyle Van Noy. In my opinion, with Kyle Van Noy, I think Kyle Van Noy was only going to be good in like a handful of places. You know what I'm saying? I've never been the biggest fan of Kyle Van Noy. I ain't like him coming out of BYU. I ain't like him in Detroit, but Bill Belichick is a genius. So I feel like the only people that can use Kyle Van Noy are people that were, kind of close to that Bill Belichick deal. So if he would have went to like the Titans, if he went to if he went back to the Lions or whatever with Matt or whatever. But with Flores, right? I'd imagine Flores would know how to use a Kyle Van Noy because he came from that Belichick cloth. You know what I'm saying? Is Kyle Van Noy like as big as his number indicates? I probably wouldn't have paid that much for Kyle Van Noy. I would have just drafted one of these young guys. But I tell you what, the good thing about the Dolphins, you can still draft one of these young guys and be straight. Let me see. Pulling up Tankathon, the Miami Dolphins still got number 5, in which that'll probably end up being a quarterback, I'd imagine, unless something real strange is happening there too. That'll be interesting. Wow, they got to pull it up real nice for me to just look at. That's dope. Miami got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They got 14 draft picks, bro. 14 draft. Hold on, son. Let me. Wait a minute, my G. Let me go. Boom. I can do this. Voch, you're smart enough. Voch, you're smart enough. Voch, bam. Here we go. Son. Like, look at all this. I mean, move this around, make this a little bigger. This is what the Dolphins got to work with. Son, I couldn't be the GM in Miami. I couldn't. Son. Oh, goodness. Fam. So if you're the Miami Dolphins, right? I want to do a mock draft for Miami. I want to do a mock draft for Miami so bad. Son, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks in the top 100, 7 in the top 150. Jesus. You know what you could do with all this? So if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, you shouldn't panic at all. So some of the moves that you made today, like I said, you got Kyle Van Noy, you got Eric Flowers, you got Byron Jones. So you basically got two damn near shutdown corners, which is going to be sickening on my end. They got Shaq Lawson, who's going to probably be like a rotational pass rush dude. But hey, man, I don't know if two are going to fall to 5. But if I'm the Miami Dolphins, I don't draft a quarterback this year. If I'm the Dolphins. Because if Tua falls to 5, you take him. If Tua falls to 5, you take him. But I don't want to give up my draft picks to go get a quarterback because these picks are more valuable to you as players because the Dolphins got a lot of holes to fill up. You know what I'm saying? Just be bad and get a quarterback next year, or just sign a quarterback this year. You know what I mean? Like you can win a Super Bowl with a whack quarterback and a great ass team. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the Dolphins, hey man, what's stopping you from taking Isaiah Simmons at number 5? Hey, listen. For those of you that are new to my channel, kind of sort of, I have a theory that I call building the house. I hate when a team drafts a quarterback and they walk straight into a terrible situation and they got to be bad for a year, right? They got to be bad for a year. I hate that. Voch, Miami won't be bad enough to get a top quarterback next year. Yo, like AA 12 master, that sound cute, bro. But the Kansas City Chiefs traded from 28 to 10 to get Pat Mahomes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't trade these picks. Build your house with these picks. You know what I'm saying? Simmons won't be there at 5. You're a Giants fan. Build your house with these picks. Come back next year, mortgage your future, and get one of the quarterbacks coming out next year. That's what I do. But with these picks on the screen right now, shit. I just considered what would a defense with Xavier Howard, Jeff Okudah, and Byron Jones look like. I just considered that. Or what would Byron Jones, Xavier Howard, and Isaiah Simmons running around your backfield look like? What would that look like? I consider that. Or if you want to do the smart thing, just take one of the top offensive linemen at number 5. It's not the sexiest pick in the world, especially with Isaiah Simmons and some gangsters being on the board there. But you could take the best offensive lineman at 5, get you a pass rusher at 18 or something like that. No, time out. Get you a receiver at 18. Ruggs might be there or something like that. Get you a free safety or something. Get you another pass rusher late. Get you a running back at 56. Get you some more D linemen in there somewhere. Plug you in a linebacker. Bro, you got shouts out to Miami. I'm going to start rooting for Miami. Not against my team. I'm going to start rooting against Miami. Plus, I want Fitzpatrick to win a Super Bowl. Anyway, let's get them off the board, man. They're going to trade Howard. They just paid Howard. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you doing? What are you talking about? I tell you what, man. You want to know the funny thing about Giants fans? The Giants fans they all insist, right? They all fall in different categories, and they all say the same exact sentence. Hey, there's no way we go nothing but offensive line at number 4. Hey, there's no way we go nothing but Isaiah Simmons at number 4. Hey, there's no way we go nothing but like who else they say? There's no way we do nothing but trade back. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Thanks for Byron Jones. Hey man, don't talk to me like that. I hate that. I hate that so much. Like this had nothing to do with me. Yo, Voch, thanks for the first round pick. Thanks for Byron Jones. I didn't give you shit. Don't talk to me like that. Anyway, let's move on with our lives here. We talked about I was on a tangent almost. We talked about Baltimore. We talked about Dallas a little bit. We talked about Miami. We laughed at Houston, at the Houston-Arizona debacle. My bad, Renard Robinson. Hey, appreciate you for tuning in, dog. I just hate when people say that to me. Yo, Voch, thanks for the Pro Bowl corner. Shut up. Fuck out of here. What about the Raiders? Let me pull up my phone. Let's see what happened with the Raiders today. I hate Raiders fans too, boy. Raiders fans started to make me. I was real neutral with like Raiders fans, but I hate anybody that bother the hell out of me. Don't bother me. Shut up. Leave me alone. Okay, cool. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about draft ramifications for the 49ers, right? The 49ers and Colts. Let's do shit. Where the Colts at? Indianapolis, my bad. Brain fart. Indy and San Fran. Let's talk about those two for a second. And let's figure this out because I think all these moves are important. Indianapolis traded their first round pick for DeForest Buckner today. I think that's a pick that I like for both sides. Because if you're the Indianapolis Colts, your fan base they've been probably saying, hey man, like get a guy like KingLombardi at 13, see what happens. Cool. Let's get a guy that we know is good right now. I mean, we got to pay him, but we got money. So, cool. Hey, let's just kind of get our D lineman or our top-tier defensive player we was going to get anyway. Let's just get him now. Let's just trade the pick and get him now. We'll pay him, whatever. Let's get a sure thing. Let's get a sure thing. Let's get him now. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're San Francisco, you just get to add another first round pick to your 2 picks. I mean to your 31st pick. You know what I mean? You're a team that just lost a Super Bowl and you need extra assets to try to get back in it. You're picking at 31st. You want to pick a little closer. Hey man, if you're San Francisco, I don't hate the pick at all. But let's get into some of my Illuminati theories here. Chat box, I want y'all to put your headphones real close to your ear because I'm about to whisper one of my Illuminati theories. Y'all ready? Y'all think San Francisco is gonna trade the 31st pick and the 13th pick to go and get a quarterback? You think they're gonna probably trade up and try to get into the top 5 or so? You think they may try to go get a Justin Herbert maybe because they got 2 first round picks, right? They got 2 first round picks, okay? And I'm whispering because I don't want the Illuminati to hear this, right? I don't want the Illuminati to hear this, okay? But this is just my Illuminati theory. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying this is going to... Y'all, chill out. Stop it. Stop saying no with y'all goofy asses. Listen. The hell wrong with y'all? Damn. Okay, listen. Okay, we're back. All right, cool. We're back. Here we go again with that 0% chance it'll happen thing with this that'll never happen thing. Cody Ford's a second round pick. Titus Howard was first. Cleveland Farrell, 4th overall. Daniel Jones over Haskins. We never know what's going to happen. Shut up. Listen. Okay, all right, cool. Peep this out. All right, peep this out. Check this out. Watch this. Think about the San Francisco 49ers, right? They're at pick number 13. I don't want them drafting a receiver because I want CeeDee Lamb to fall to Dallas at 17, right? But they got receivers, right? They got plenty of receivers. Just get another guy later and pair him along with Deebo Samuel and just run your goofy little offense, right? They'll probably get a running back later or something like that. They don't need what do they need? Another D lineman or something? What do you mean? Why would you just how about this? How about my Illuminati theory that the San Francisco 49ers try to get a quarterback, right? What y'all think about that? What y'all thinking? Hell yeah, CeeDee Lamb is 17. What you mean? Joe Staley is long in the tooth, and so is Sherman. Hey, if y'all want to take offensive linemen and sit them for a year, I'm not mad at that. But if you're the 49ers, you got to think about this. You're trying to win a Super Bowl this year because you was so close. You're trying to win a Super Bowl. Yo, son, don't ever thumbs down me in my chat box. Hold on, time out. Wait a minute. Hey, yo, fam. Don't ever thumbs down my Illuminati theories. Yo, son, what's wrong with you, dog? Yo, son, what's wrong with you? That's official. Tom Brady to the 49ers. Oh no, that ain't for real. No, that ain't true. But yeah, like that whole Tom Brady to the 49ers, I never was with that because Jimmy Garoppolo moves around a lot. He moves around a bunch. But what goes back to my quarterback theory. That's what I was saying. I was on a tangent. My bad. Back to that quarterback theory, right? If the 49ers had a better quarterback, chat box, let me just answer this. Chat box, please answer this question. If the 49ers do that, I'll drop $100 on the super chat. Just do it anyway. Listen. All right, check this out. If the 49ers had a better quarterback in the Super Bowl, do they win it? Do they win it? And I know somebody gonna be like, nah, man, Pat, ridiculous. Pat. I mean, but sure. Jimmy Garoppolo ain't scored no points in the last half or so in the fourth quarter or something like that. If they had a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo, okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, appreciate y'all. If they had a better quarterback than Jimmy Garoppolo, do you win the Super Bowl? I think they do. If you look at the 49ers roster, they good on D-line. They good at linebacker. Their cornerbacks can survive another year. Their DBs can make it another year, right? What was I saying? Right, cool. You got players that's long in the tooth, but if you're trying to make a Super Bowl run, you're not trying to think about your future. I know drafting an offensive lineman there kind of makes sense for the long run, but you're trying to get back to the bowl. And the one position that just kind of sticks out a little bit. Okay, so I'm back whispering now, right? Because I don't want nobody to hear this. Hey, everybody, push your headphones back close to your ear. The one position that kind of sticks out a little bit, right, is the quarterback position, right? It's a quarterback position. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and you know what? Watch this, though. Let me not whisper for a second. Matt Z, perfect point right there. Voch, why trade up? Stay and draft Love. Because you probably can't win a Super Bowl with Love. Love is a developmental player. Love is a down-the-line player. Tua Tagovailoa is a gangster right now. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So now, if I just told you that you win the Super Bowl with a better quarterback, do you think San Francisco will trade 31 and 13 for a new quarterback? Talk to me, son. Talk to me, son. I don't buy the Justin Love hype. Me neither. Justin Love is a guy that you bring in and develop. He's being drafted this high because he's a quarterback. Relax. Relax. Hey, chat box, hear me out. Hear me out. And you say what you want to say. If the 49ers had Tua Tagovailoa, do they win? If the 49ers had Tua Tagovailoa, do you win? And I know some people gonna be like, well, Voch, Tua's a rookie. He may not understand these pro level throws yet. I feel you. But son, Jimmy Garoppolo won a playoff game making 7 throws, bro. Jimmy Garoppolo won a playoff game making 7 throws. It don't get no easier for Tua than that. It's just my thoughts. I could be wrong, but that's my Illuminati theory. He's hard. That's hard, Voch. He's always hurt. Hey, if you worry about Tua getting hurt, do what San Francisco do anyway. Run the damn football. Because you know what? Garoppolo missed the whole season. Tua ain't never missed a whole season. Hell wrong with y'all, dog. Anyway, that's interesting. So, did I do my draft ramifications for yes, Miami? We talked draft for Arizona. We're not going to talk draft for Houston. So, if you're Indy, you're not in the race to get Justin Love at 13 anymore. I never thought that was realistic anyway because I didn't think Justin Jordan Love was good enough to take with a top 15 pick or so anyway. But if you're in the second round now, let's take a look at what their second round pick is. Full order. There we go. And you know what? I'll open this up back for y'all just to give y'all another visual to look at that's not my stupid cartoon face. All right. What am I saying? I got the coldest cartoon face on YouTube, son. All right, so who we just talking about? Indy. So they first pick gonna be 44, which is still a top 50 pick. Hey man, if y'all want to get a quarterback, bro, just get Jake Fromm. If Indy gotta have a quarterback, just get Jake Fromm, or sign another quarterback, or just it's guys. You can go find the guy. Hell, Phillip Rivers may come to Indy or something like that. I don't know. Whatever y'all want to do at quarterback or whatever, but I think this works. I think this works. And you know what? I think the fact that Indy was willing to trade the 13th overall pick for a defensive tackle, I think Indy has a plan in terms of quarterback and free agency. Because if they didn't, it wouldn't make sense to give up 13. You would use 13 at some capacity to try to get a quarterback. I think they traded 13 for a D lineman because they know exactly what they're going to do at quarterback. Interesting. I see some people saying Jalen Hurts. I don't think Hurts good enough. Hey, y'all want to know the contrast in good players? Watch this. Let me whisper again. Chat box, let me ask y'all a question. Chat box. So if San Francisco had Jalen Hurts, right? If San Francisco had Jalen Hurts, do they win the Super Bowl? Do San Francisco win a Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts? Answer me that right now. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. They lost by 50. Boy, the Illuminati want Jalen Hurts to be Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott so bad, boy. I don't see it. This is what Jalen Hurts was able to do, right? Jalen Hurts took one of the best Alabama football teams and won a championship with them. Just like A.J. McCarron, just like guys like, I don't know, insert Alabama quarterback. Like Blake Sims had a great little run with Alabama. Cool. Let me tell y'all something. Dak Prescott, besides Dak Prescott, the pros on his team was Josh Robinson at running back and Duranye Wilson at receiver. That was all Dak Prescott had. And he led Mississippi State, not Alabama. He led Mississippi State to being the number one team in the country, and they eventually lost to a handful of teams that were just flat out better than them. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts ain't Dak Prescott, y'all. Don't let the if Dak Prescott played for Alabama, it would have been a dub. But he didn't. He didn't. And if y'all want to take, if y'all want to draft Jalen Hurts, please, by all means, take Jalen Hurts so my team won't even think about doing it. So, Voch, who's quarterback number 3 for you? I don't know, Herbert or something? The gangster, then Tua, then maybe Herbert. Yeah. I think Joe and Tua is like way ahead though. You know what I mean? I just think by design we're talking about Herbert and them because they're quarterbacks. Herbert, Love, and Eason. We're talking about them because they're quarterbacks. But it's a big drop off from Joe and Tua and the rest of them. But that just is what that is there. So what we talking about? We just got Indy draft ramifications. We talk San Francisco. And hey, to be fair, San Francisco could do a conservative thing and just use 2 first-round draft picks and they'll just be fine there. But I like my Illuminati theory, man. You get Tua Tagovailoa and try to win you another Super Bowl, letting the run game lead the way. Doing quick game passing. We know Tua gonna get the ball out quick. That's one of his positive traits. He's gonna make them reads get the ball out quick and play hellacious defense. Plus, Tua Tagovailoa is actually good enough to push the ball downfield in a top tier fashion. I think better than Garoppolo can. The only problem we got with Tua Tagovailoa is that he gets hurt. So draft an offensive lineman. Keep him upright. put some extra hip pads on him. He'll be all right. Anyway. Jimmy Garoppolo was second in the league in fourth quarter comebacks with a torn ACL. Yo, fam, you can hit me with whatever little PFF stat you want to, fam. Whatever little goofy little PFF stat if you want to, fam. I ain't trying to hear it. They won with hellacious defense and run game. How do I know? Because the film said so. I care nothing about goofy ass PFF stats. Jimmy Garoppolo won a playoff game on 7 passes. That I don't care about his comeback stats, about his fourth quarter comeback stats. I don't care. Goofy ass PFF. Can we talk about how bad the Cowboys offseason been so far? It's been 8 hours and 40 minutes. I get my shipment of shirts on the 20th, by the way. Nova Legion. I get my shipment on the 20th, and I'll be sending you and T-Rod shirt out, so hang tight. Oh, man. Salute from Australia. Salute Mike Ward from Australia. Salute to you. It's only been 8 hours. Can we talk about the Falcons? Hold on, time. Let me please just address this. Let me just please address this. Let me scroll back. Dak has way better pass protection than Jimmy Garoppolo. Let me just move on here, man. Let me not do this, man. Let me not even talk about him. The Falcons trade. Y'all want to talk about your tight end? You want to talk about what you want me to say, dog? Hayden Hurst. The Falcons got Hayden Hurst from Baltimore. He's going to give you some receiving threat, but I don't think he's going to give you very much passing. He's blocking or whatever, but he is a receiving threat. He is that. So I just find it interesting that when you look at Hayden Hurst and what's the boy that what's the tight end in Baltimore that won the job? Andrew something here or there. What's the tight end in Baltimore that won the job? Not Hurst, but the other guy. The guy that Mark Andrews. Thank you. When you look at Mark Andrews and Hayden Hurst kind of like coming out or whatever, you would think that Hayden Hurst would be the guy that kind of won the job. And Hayden Hurst didn't really win that job. Mark Andrews won that job. So what that kind of say about Hayden Hurst? I don't know. I don't know. And the fact they just gave him away. A team that used 2 tight ends, they just kind of gave him away. First round pick, absolutely gave him away. I think there's a little something extra to Hayden Hurst that we don't know. So Falcons gave up Hooper, but they ended up getting Hurst. I'd have just kept Hooper. I'd have just kept Hooper. Mark Andrews actually has talent. I agree. I remember both of them when they first came out, but I think Hurst was drafted early. I could be wrong. I think Hurst was drafted early, so I thought Hurst was going to end up winning the job. He didn't. In a room full of tight ends, like Max Williams was out there too. He didn't win the job. So I don't know. Whatever it is, hey man, it is what it is. Falcons couldn't afford Hooper. Let's see what they paid Hurst. Let me scroll down and see. And then we're going to talk about Cleveland. I think Cleveland made some interesting moves, and their moves are going to be very interesting in terms of what it means for the draft as well. So we're going to get into that in a second. I'm not seeing Hayden Hurst on my list. I'm not. Yeah. How much Hayden Hurst make? I know Coach Evans know. Hurst was drafted before his quarterback. Facts. You think letting Byron Jones walk for nothing will bite us later? Well, he didn't walk for nothing because we'll get a compensatory pick for him. So he didn't walk for nothing, but that's just what happens when your team draft really well. You got a large number of players that you won't be able to keep. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I wanted to keep Byron Jones. We just couldn't keep him. But we'll get something back. It's we just gotta figure out corner at some point. And somebody asked me, was I mad that Cooper's gone? Well, Cooper ain't technically gone yet. He's just a free agent, but he ain't gone. Anyway, let's talk about the Browns for a second, right? Let's talk about the Browns for a second. And Byron Jones got max money, so that should be like a 3rd round comp pick. So we'll see. We'll see. My ear been hurting, but we'll be fine. Marcus Mariota just went to the Raiders. Marcus so whack, dog. But whatever. Let's go to Cleveland. Cleveland. They let go of some DBs. I see. Cleveland picked up Case Keenum, which is interesting. I thought Case Keenum was the better quarterback in Washington because Dwayne Haskins was really bad. I thought Terry McLaurin was really, really good when Case Keenum was throwing the football. But when Haskins got bad, Terry McLaurin kind of got bad too, fam. Terry McLaurin got bad too. And I actually think that they had their best chances of winning with Case Keenum. Case Keenum was actually keeping them in games. They was just, bad everywhere else. But, hey, man, Washington is going Washington. But, hey, if you're Cleveland and you have another unprecedented Baker Mayfield year, like if Baker Mayfield is just so whack again, you have another option there. Let me get this off the screen. You have another option. If Baker Mayfield is just so whack again, you have an option to put Case Keenum in there and kind of figure things out on the go. So I don't hate it. They also got Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper got paid. He probably gonna make like $10 million a year. What does that mean for the David Njoku hive? It may be looking bad for him. What does that mean for the Rico Gathers hive? Ain't Rico in Cleveland or something? That's looking bad for y'all too. But Austin Hooper can play. He can play. And if you had the money to attain him, then do your thing, player. I ain't mad at it. This is what the most interesting part is, right? This is the most interesting part. The Jack Conklin move. That's the most interesting part. Because now we're in a situation where Cleveland, I know for sure, Cleveland was potentially looking at drafting offensive line, right? If you look at all the mock drafts, Cleveland they were kind of mocked to just taking the best tackle available there, right? Now, if you're Cleveland, you have an opportunity. Voch like overkill. I love overkill. If I got 4 first-round offensive linemen, okay, how about this? For example, somebody asked me the other day. I'm a Cowboy fan, and they was like, "Yo, Voch, if Tristan Wirfs sitting there at 17, would you take him?" Hell yes. I like overkill. You put Tristan Hill at left guard. Tristan Hill. You put Tristan Wirfs at left guard. Let him fly. Tyron Smith gonna get old and his back gonna start hurting one day. Put Wirfs at tackle. McGovern at guard. You good. Ball game. I love overkill. You can never have too many offensive linemen because Eric Flowers out here getting 3 years, $30 million. So if you're the Cleveland Browns, you got to ask yourself, do you feel good with overkilling? Right? Do you feel good with overkilling, and how would you overkill? And I think it all depends on the scenario, right? I think Cleveland's still good at left tackle. They got the Batonio fella, I think, if ain't nothing changed. They still got him at, don't pretend that the Browns are drafting anyone but a left tackle at 10, Voch. I just want to open up y'all minds a little bit, man. They ain't got Batonio no more. Batonio's a left guard. When did Batonio turn to? Are you a Browns fan? A212? Because you have way better information than I do. Cool. If Batonio's your left guard, fine. Double up at tackle. Fine. I was going to say draft offensive line. Sure. Overkill. I like overkill. I know they've been adding to their offensive line. Add another one. That's exactly the point I was going to make. Just because you got Conklin don't mean you can't go get another offensive line. Batonio's been a left guard. I don't watch y'all, dog. Anyway, Batonio's always been a left guard. I could have swore Batonio was playing left tackle. Whatever, who cares? But yeah, I like overkill. So if you're the Cleveland Browns and you just signed the right tackle, you just signed what's his face, Conklin, to come be your right tackle, then overkill. Draft you the best tackle available, put his ass at left and just fly. Put him at left and just fly. Right? Especially if you kind of just need guys. You can never have too many offensive linemen. Overkill. And plus, what the hell else they gonna spend the pick on? Right? If you look at how the draft is set up at number 10, what the hell else Cleveland gonna do? I think they got guys everywhere else. I think the problem in Cleveland is more so coaching, but they got guys everywhere else. Cleveland is a good compilation. Not compilation. They've compiled talent. Yeah, compilation, sure, whatever. They've compiled talent in Cleveland. They're a good team. I just think Freddie Kitchens is terrible. But hey man, it is what it is, oh my guy. It is what it is. I like Conklin a bunch. I don't know why Tennessee didn't sign him. If I got a Titans fan in my chat box, let me know why Tennessee didn't sign Jack Conklin or whatever. But hey, if you the Browns, then sure, keep you guys upright. Keep you guys upright. And then we'll go from there. What else we got? What else? We on the Andrew Thomas or Jedrick Wills, I guess. Overkill. Let me scroll back a little bit. PFF trash, of course. Trade for Trent Williams. You know what's so funny about Trent Williams? Me and Nene laugh about this all the time. Trent Williams told Washington for 2 years, I'm not coming to work. I'm not coming. And they just kept having that conversation with themselves. Hey, we're just going to wait for Trent to come back. We're going to see what's going to happen. Yeah, we're just going to wait for Trent to come back. We're just going to see what's going to happen. Do we have an update on Trent? Yeah, sure, whatever. I want y'all to ask Voch. Hey, Voch, what do you think about Trent Williams? Do you think he's going to come back and play for Washington? Hey, man, Trent said he ain't coming. Trent said he ain't coming to work, player. I think they should probably live by that, dog. They should probably live by that and move on from Trent and try to get as much capital as they can get back. Brother Toot. It's good, Toot. Robinson was good. Jamie Collins just went to the Lions. Well, damn. New England just getting all their people up out of here. Who do you think should trade for Trent Williams? I don't know. I don't know. That's a Cleo Lombardi question. Cowboys, please sign True Font and stay away from Henderson. I don't know. I ain't gonna go there with you, my guy. I was about to say something to y'all. What was I about to say to y'all? Yeah, y'all have any questions? Any questions before I move on my life? Before I move on, Marcus Mariota is terrible. Is he better than Derek Carr? Might be. I don't know. But yeah, chat box, y'all got some questions? Y'all have any questions? How long I been going? What my time look like? Hour 14, easiest hour and 14 I've ever done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. At 282, yeah, we doing good, man. We doing good. I want my phones to work, man, but my phone people ain't providing me phone service. Let me see something. Yeah, they still playing that goofy little waiting music. Let me hit record and well, that worked.
Participants are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Hey, man, we might have a little action on the phone lines, man. Line blowing up. So, hey, y'all can try to call in and we'll see what's happening here. The number to call in is 515-606-5187, access code 309104. The phones are officially open until them shits crash. And if they crash, hey, I'm sorry.
The conference has been unlocked.
There y'all go. Call in if you wanna. Hey, my bro said he fresh. Do you think my Vikings are trading Diggs? So let's talk about this though. That's another thing that we got to think about, like the upcoming moves that can possibly happen. I don't think Diggs want to be there no more, and we kind of got evidence of that in the regular season. Diggs say, "Yo, fam, I'm sick of this." Yo, watch this. Diggs pulled an old rapper move, right? How them New York rappers back in the day, these were like, "Yo, fam, he need to come and apologize to me. And he can't come walking on my block until he apologizes." And that's what basically Stephen Diggs did to Kirk Cousins. Kirk wasn't getting the ball to Diggs enough. He's like, "Yo, fam, I need Kirk to say sorry on national television and on all his social media platforms. Then throw me the ball. Then I'll consider staying." So we know Diggs has some kind of disdain in his voice at some point, but it is what it is. Another name I'm seeing a bunch is Todd Gurley. I ain't trying to get Todd Gurley on my team, but I know that there's somebody that may want Todd Gurley on their team. It just depends on who's going to pick that contract up, but they talking about Todd Gurley. So that's that. Voch, how you feel about trading 17 for New England? No, son. No, I'm good. I'm good. CeeDee Lamb coming to Dallas. That's exactly why I don't want to trade. That's exactly why I don't want to trade. We got two numbers I ain't never seen before. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Unless the system messed up and got my caller ID looking funny. No. The system good because they're going to rate a Bob down there. All right, let's see what we got. Let's go Antonio.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
What's good, my guy? What you got for the show?
Hey, man, I ain't got much to say, but I was reading on a
What you call if you ain't got much to say for Antonio? I'm playing, my guy. What you say? My bad. What you say? No, I'm just calling to see what you was doing. Just
that guy, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, man, mad respect for Byron Jones, man. He was a hell of a player, very mature.
Mm-hmm.
I saw his Instagram post. He was just talking about, how grateful he was to be a Cowboy. He appreciates everything they did to him, holding on for how long they did. And, I love that guy. I'm going to miss him, but I'm happy that he got a big contract with the Dolphins.
Yeah, sure. And here's another thing that people they don't really understand. Like Byron Jones only missed like 2 games, and that was because of like a surgery deal that he had in the offseason, and he possibly just wasn't.
Oh, it's a hip surgery.
Yeah, hip surgery. But besides that, like Byron Jones played every single game, man. Like,
yeah,
come on.
And will we find another corner? Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will they be as good as Byron Jones? Hell, who knows? But
sure,
it's a lot easier to find a cornerback than just to find a quarterback. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, 100%, Mr. Wolf. So we're just gonna have to move on with our life, sign a young Rain Dakota, and try to figure this thing out best we can, fam. Best we can. Yep.
Maybe if I don't get a scorch for this, I might be cheering for Byron Jones over at the Dolphins. Just him, though, just Byron Jones.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I kind of sort of root for the for the best players or whatever, or just the players that I like or whatnot. Let me ask you this, Tony. What do you think about Byron Jones not creating turnovers? What do you think about that?
How many times did they throw the ball his way?
Thank you very much, sir. You ain't got to say shit else. Thank you, sir. You ain't got to say nothing else. Thank you, sir. Your logic supersedes everything that's being said in this chat box that I'm looking at. Thank you, sir.
If Byron Jones at the left end of the field, you know which side of the field was the most boring to watch? Left-hand side, because ain't no one throwing the ball towards his ass.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the call, Tonio. Damn.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Appreciate you. Boy, I love when my listeners. See, you know what? I think that your audience kind of is a reflection of who you are. You know what I mean? Because if people tune into my show and they hate what I'm saying, they just stop listening to my show. They just don't listen anymore. The IQ of my listeners is smoking the rest of these cats, bro. I feel that way. I feel like if you go into a PFF chat box, it's nothing but nonsense over there. I bet a PFF chat box is sickening. Not my callers though. Clap it up. Anyway, let me get back to the phones. If y'all want to call into the show, the number to call in is 515-606-5187. Access code 309104. Raider Bob, what's happening, man? Hello? Right. Raider Bob. Raider Bob, can you hear me, sir? All right, we're going to get Raider Bob up out of there, man.
Hello?
Raider
Hello?
Bob, what's good, Raider Bob? Where you at, man?
I wasn't waiting. Accidentally had it on mute.
Oh, got you, Raider Bob.
So I apologize.
That's
Okay,
all right.
here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
What I was going to ask you was a scenario. I know it ain't never going to happen.
Okay.
But let's say Becton, drop down to where we could get him at 12,
Sure.
or say Wirfs, or let's say, it doesn't matter. Just any the best player available. Do you think Gruden has got, do you think he would get the best player available, or do you think he just kind of slap what's his name around and take whatever the hell he wants?
I think the only thing that's keeping Gruden from picking terrible players is Mike Mayock. You know what I mean? I think those two guys kind of being a pair helps the Raiders along a little bit. Like if Gruden had to just pick guys on his own, and I know Gruden has a track record of picking guys on his own or just having guys that he liked
lousy.
Not turn out right. It's not very great. So Mayock kind of balances that a little bit. So if you're at 12 with a really, really good player on the board, you might take him, or you might overdraft like y'all did last year. I don't know, Raider, but I ain't talking crazy, but just based on the history, it just ain't looking that great in terms of like drafting, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who do you think made the decision on Farrell?
That like a Gruden dude, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I was asking, do you think Becton? And I watched your tape on him, but I looked at some other stuff. But do you think he could be like Larry Allen, Dallas? Remember back? Oh, I guess you don't remember, but
I was around for Larry Allen. I was around.
You was little baby.
I was born in '92, so I was young enough.
Okay.
Plus, I did my research. I did a little bit of research on Larry Allen. He's my favorite offensive lineman of all time. He's the best offensive lineman of all time. I play offensive line.
Yeah.
I play offensive line because Larry Allen played offensive line when he left Dallas. I was sick. What, he went to Arizona or something crazy like that?
I don't remember. I just remember that one. I think it was Monday Night Football or it was John Madden and Summerall, I think, and that linebacker intercepted that pass, and Larry Allen, starting flat-footed, ran his ass down.
Sure did.
And, I mean, he had to go like 30, 40 yards or something like that.
Sure.
Did you ever see that?
I did. I didn't see it live, but on well research. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So do you think Becton has a ceiling that, might reach that?
So here's the deal, right? And I don't want to be super reactionary, hatey guy and be like, oh, there's no way you can compare Becton to Larry Allen, because I know that's not what you're saying. I know that's not what you're saying.
Right.
You're saying
he's wrong.
That's exactly what you're saying, Raider Bob. I see some people in the chat box saying, come on now, hang up now. Raider Bob ain't saying that Becton is as good as Larry Allen. Larry Allen's the greatest offensive lineman of all time. But can you take a raw player, big as hell, strong as hell, can move, teach him technique, and be great for the rest of his life? That's what he's saying. I absolutely think that. I think the difference, though, Raider Bob, because we always get players that project to be, if he works on this, they'll be better guy. But think about a guy like Greg Little. Greg Little from Ole Miss, right? Greg Little kind of whacked at me. And also Greg Robinson when he came out in Auburn, right? Those were both super big guys with great feet. I think the difference is their deal was, hey, if they got a little better, they can be better. That was their deal. If you look at Becton's good right now with no technique. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Becton is
he's just powerful. He's a man.
Absolutely. Becton is a good raw player. He's a really good raw player. But he don't use no O-line technique at all. You know what I mean? So if you teach him his O-line technique, he'll get better. Even if he can't retain the information, I still think he's good as a non-technique using football player. I do think he'll learn something. But sure, Becton can develop and be a guy that's that you can hang on to for a while. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I like
Do
Becton.
you think our offensive line coach, I forget what his name is, he come from Seattle,
Cable.
Do you think he can teach him?
I tell you what, man, Raiders fans have been telling me that that Colton Miller is doing pretty okay. Now, there's a big difference between doing okay and living up to your first round hype. But if you can make Colton Miller, if you can make Colton Miller not terrible, then you should be good enough to make Becton okay.
I just think that was another reach too. I think they panicked when San Francisco got that tackle, McClin. Whoever.
Notre Dame.
Okay, man.
Mike McGlinchey.
I just wanted to hear, what you thought, because you're the line man.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate all the trouble you go to, looking at film. I hate to admit it, but when I look at film, I just glance at it and I just look at the highlights, and usually it's for the defense, and I watch I watch which guys get beat on my team, and I go, okay, we got to get rid of Whitehead. He can't cover. We got to get rid of this other guy. Back when Reggie, the safety, he was making a lot of tackles because he wasn't covering. Anyway, I really appreciate you. And I don't want to take up your time. I just wanted to know if there was a possibility that Becton could, rise to that level.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just because you got shades on, don't mean you can look the sun in the eye. Yep.
Well, yeah.
Appreciate it, Ray.
I got you.
Thanks for
Thank
asking.
you very much. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I love Ray the Bob, man. Yep. I tell you what. Wait, time out. Wait, I got a good one. Hey, I got a good one. Hey, and watch this double entendre, and it pertains to me arguing with people on the internet. Hey, yo, Brandon, watch this. Huh.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Just because you going back and forth over the net, don't mean you playing tennis. Yep.
Oh, you killing him.
Son. Hey, Chat Box, come on. Chat Box, hold it down for me. Hey. Come on, Chat Box. Hold it down for me. What's good, young
I got one.
Go ahead.
I got one for you. Go ahead. Just because you speak in your mind, don't mean it's a lot on your mind.
Yep. You ain't saying nothing.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Appreciate it, dog. Hey, what's good, Brandon? What you got for the show, my guy?
So, I think because Indianapolis traded away 13, I think it's almost a guarantee that they're really pushing hard for Brady. Because they were one of the big teams that were in the market for him.
Okay.
And they have a dome, even though they play in a usually cold weather place. So he's not going to be exposed to the cold like he was at Foxborough.
That's interesting. And you know what? I don't know when you tuned in though, but I kind of had a similar theory. I think the fact that because we were looking at 13 as a possible quarterback could go here to Indy, but I think because they went so hard using that first round pick on Buckner, I think that means they have an idea of where they're going with quarterback. So I agree there.
Absolutely.
I agree there. Is it Brady? I don't know, but I do think they have an idea of what they want to do at quarterback. And I tell you what, though, even if they go Brady, just send Brissett back to New England because we know Belichick can win with Brissett because we've seen him do it. So
exactly,
just make that little trade.
Now here's the thing. I don't want to receive at 17, man. It's too many good guys. I'm doing my receiver work right now. It's too many good guys in day two for me to want to receive in day one right now.
So how many receivers?
Don't get me wrong. I still want Cooper for one thing.
Absolutely. Listen, when I say I want to receive at 17, I want Cooper, Gallup, and whoever it is that we got at 17. I agree. Go ahead.
So that's why I'm so big on. Obviously, New England has some needs. They just got rid of. Well, not got rid of, but they did not re-sign Kyle Van Noy. Sure. Obviously have the quarterback issues.
Jamie Collins. Yeah, sure. Yep.
Yeah, Jamie Collins. So I did a little bit of research on the point values on the charts.
Okay.
And trading back to 23, and I was wrong. It wasn't 25. It was 23.
Okay.
And then getting both of their comp picks, both of their third rounders, will be 8 points less than what is necessary to meet the point value of 17. And I feel like getting 2 third rounders in that same upcoming year, when it's deep positions like receiver and things like that, that's a steal in my eyes. With their comp picks are 98 and 100.
Yeah, I feel you, fam. I just don't want to get cute with 17. You know what I mean? I like to trade back in day 2. Day 2 and day 3, I love to move around the board in day 2 and day 3. But if I'm at the top of the board I think it's some gangsters at the top of the board, Brandon. And you've been watching receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what you just said kind of sort of applies, right? You can just get a guy later. I feel you. I think that only applies outside of the top 3 guys. If you don't get T Higgins, you can get Denzel Mims. If you don't get Brandon Ayuk, you can get Duvernay. You can get Jordan Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get Pittman, you can get Colin Johnson. I totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody better than CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy, dog. Those guys different.
That's right.
Those
but
guys.
What would you do if you can get a second Michael Gallup? And I mean not necessarily at a position, but I mean a guy that has a comparable skill set.
I like Michael Gallup. I'd rather have the Amari Cooper, though. Or I'd rather have the DeAndre Hopkins. You see what I'm saying? Like, watch this. Like, what I mean by that, I think year in and year out, right? Think about how many top receivers we find, right?
Oh, I know exactly. I know where you're going. Go ahead. Come on. I'm with you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, cool. Cool. Okay, let me just finish for the chat box then. Okay, cool. How many true number 1 receivers do we get? Besides last year, we got a handful of them. You know what I mean? We got like 3 of them from last year. But between last year and the Odell Beckham year, how many true number 1 receivers do we get? We don't get many. I think this is the year where we got 3. I don't want to pass up a year where we can finally get a DeAndre Hopkins type of guy, an Amari Cooper type of guy, a Tyreek Hill type of guy, when we can get a Michael Gallup kind of guy next year, or a Michael Gallup kind of guy the year after that, or a Michael Gallup guy the year after that. Every year's got a Michael Gallup guy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, go ahead and say what you're going to say.
So, I think that teams think like this. Like you said, teams spend years trying to get the DeAndre Hopkins kind of guy.
Sure.
But then sometimes they'll think, okay, why don't we just trade and get DeAndre Hopkins? That's what the Cardinals just did. So, yes, outside of, the top 3 guys this year, and then, every now and then you'll get a guy. Like you said, we got like 2 last year. Those true game breakers are few and far in between.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that the game is made on game breakers. It's about having good enough. I don't want to say complimentary guys because I feel like that kind of undermines them.
Sure.
But that's the only word that comes to my mind is
complimentary
guys.
Secondary, non-superstar type guys. Absolutely.
Yeah,
because you need them.
I feel like that is where the game is made.
Mm-hmm. But Brandon, what if your complimentary guy was a gangster though? You know what I'm saying? What if your second receiver was just as good as your first receiver? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But Voch,
I like overkill.
What if?
Go ahead.
If you want a gangster, you can get a gangster like at D tackle or D end or a safety. I'm not gonna say corner because he's gonna be gone. Yeah. But you can get a gangster at another position where you already don't got a gangster. If Cooper's back, we already got a gangster at that position. Do we need 2 gangsters?
I feel you can never have too many gangsters on your team. Hell yeah, we need 2 gangsters. But look, this argument only really applies to draft. You know what I mean? Because in draft, in draft, you want to get the best player, dog. Like I understand the whole wait later thing, man. We ended up with Taco Charlton with the whole wait later thing. You know what I mean? And I don't mind that concept, just that Taco was the wrong guy. It should have been TJ Watt. You know what I'm saying? It just should have been. But I know we need edge guys. I'm not taking Epinesa over CeeDee Lamb. And I love Epinesa. I'm just not doing it. I sincerely think Kenlaw and Brown not going to be there. I'm not taking Xavier McKinney over CeeDee Lamb. I sincerely think CeeDee Lamb can be a DeAndre Hopkins type receiver. One of those top tier type of cats. I don't want to get a really good D lineman for somebody that could be the best receiver in 5 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a weird conversation to have, man. And free agency is going to happen. It's going to clear up a lot more answers. But boy, oh boy.
What do you need to see happen in free agency then?
I need to see my D line get stacked. I need to see a start at 3 tech. I need to see a lot of depth. I need to see some linebacker depth, and I need to know who my nickel corner is gonna be. And I need Amari Cooper to come back anyway. But if everything was perfect, like if we took care of business in free agency, we got our pass rushes, got our 3-tech, all that good stuff, and we were just open to best player on the board, I'm taking wide receiver at 17. Assuming it's one of the guys that I think is truly top tier. Now, if Jerry Jeudy and Henry Ruggs are gone at 17, then I'm looking elsewhere. I'm looking at safety or something, or cornerback or something. It just depends.
If Jeudy and Ruggs are gone, you wouldn't spend 17 on CD?
Pardon me. If Jeudy and Lamb are gone, I'm probably looking elsewhere. And so Ruggs is my third guy out. I think Lamb and Jeudy are the clear 1-2 guys. I don't know the order just yet. It's too early. But they're the clear 1-2 guys. Then you come down a little bit, then there's Ruggs. Then you go down some more, and then it's the rest of the batch that you can, mismatch and trade down for, in my opinion.
Yeah. See, I got, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, my pet cat right now is Quintez Cephas.
Ugh.
Like, he underperformed at the combine, but on his pro day, he showed out. He ran like a 4.49 or something like that on his 40.
He's slow on film, too. But look, that wasn't no 40. That was a 35. A 4.49? That boy ran a 30.
Yeah.
That boy ran a 35-yard dash to get a 4.49, boy. Quintez ain't fast like that.
I like him on the field, though.
Quintez is really good, though.
On the field.
Hey, look, you want to talk about a Michael Gallup kind of guy? He's an angry runner. He's a physical catcher. So sure. I mean Gallup's faster than him.
That is my pro comp for him.
Sure. Yeah.
That's really what made me think about, okay, if we can get a Michael Gallup kind of guy in the third, then he's the guy. And he might even drop lower than that if teams really take his combine to heart.
Sure.
Another guy, I like Laviska Shenault. I don't know why people aren't as high on him as I am.
Shenault's good. It's just he's just surrounded by gangsters. He's just surrounded by fantastic receivers in his class. But Shenault's cool. Yeah, he's cool.
But yeah, man, I a lot would have to happen for me to really commit to one of truly bestly available and be willing to get the receiver. That's all I can say right now is a lot would have to happen.
Well, I tell you what, if that does happen and we do draft a receiver at 17, if we draft CeeDee Lamb at 17, I will not lose sleep despite of your tears. You can cry all night. I'm going to celebrate and drink a Corona. I'm going to drink a Modelo, because
there we go.
I'm going to drink a Dos Equis. I'm not going to drink Corona. I'm going to celebrate with some Heineken or anything but a Corona. I'm going to celebrate because I got CeeDee Lamb on my team, and Brandon, you will indeed get over it, especially when he's being a gangster out of the slot, my good sir. I got callers though. Frankly Football on YouTube, Frankly Football Podcast. He's gonna get it all up, and he's gonna be great. Interesting thoughts over there. Appreciate it, Brian. Brendan. I called you Brian. My bad, Brendan. My bad. To say what that mumbo sauce like, Voch? Shit, expensive. Boy, mumbo sauce is expensive. But look, this how cold mumbo sauce is, right? The people that make mumbo sauce, they like people that cook crack. Like, they gonna inflate the price, but it's so good they know you're gonna buy it anyway. Them 8 balls are sky high, but they still cop them. Oh goodness. Bosh, can we almost get a 3-tech like Ashawn Robinson type to fill out our interior D line, or do you want pure 3-tech types? Put Ashawn in like 1-tech and just go get a 3. Yeah, I don't have a problem with Ashawn Robinson. Just put him in 1-tech. MJ, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Thank you so much for waiting patiently on my phone. What you got for the show?
Hey, man, I got 2 questions for you, and then we can go from there.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, I don't be too long.
Yes, sir.
First question is,
because $100,000 on the phone. Yeah, we got it. Hey, because $100,000 on the phone, so we're gonna have to move this along. What you saying, MJ? My bad. Go ahead, brother. What you got?
All right. What you think about Blake Jarwin getting signed back? You think that's gonna be kicking Jason Witten to the curb like he should have been kicked to the curb last year?
I'm so ready to push Jason Witten off a bridge, and I think Blake Jarwin could have been fantastic last year, but Jason Witten was kind of holding him back a little bit. Jason Witten was getting like 50 snaps a game in which he shouldn't have been. I think him and Jason Garrett brother-in-laws in that way. But hey man, I'm excited for Blake Jarwin, and what that means, even more is that hey, I don't want to draft a tight end. I don't want to draft some guy that think he's going to come in year one and play and he don't. You know what I'm saying? We could probably draft a guy later or get an undrafted guy to get, just to kind of fill the position out, give him the block a little bit, just a third down cat every now and then. But I'm fine with Blake Jarwin being my number one guy. I'm happy about that.
And this is my last question.
Yes, sir.
It has to do with the safety.
Okay.
Last year, our team, a lot of people hate Jeff Heath. I didn't hate Jeff Heath. I thought he was a reasonable player.
I agree.
He was low budget. You couldn't expect him to be a superstar. He did what he was supposed to do.
Sure.
What do you think if we brought Jeff Heath back and was able to get Grant Delpit, which I'm an LSU fan,
Sure.
watched him his whole career, a guy who started pretty much from freshman.
Sure.
What do you think that would be like if we were able to get that guy back with Jeff Heath as a special teams guy, come in every now and then when we need him? What you think that would look like with our defense, even though we ain't got no front four right now?
Yeah.
But I think we can get that in the offseason, like you said. They got a lot of guys that's out on the street right now.
I love it.
D linemen and the draft picks. We can get them in the second and third round. If not, getting some through
Sure.
later on in the draft. Because this draft seems like it's real deep when it comes to D line.
Sure. I tell you what, man. I love it. And I don't like trading up because I don't like giving up picks. But the only thing I'll trade up to do, whoever I get at 17, cool. If Grant Delpit falls to the 20s, I'll give up my second and my third round pick to go get Grant Delpit. Big facts.
That's where I was going.
I'll trade back into the first round to get Grant Delpit. If you walk away on day one with CeeDee Lamb and Grant Delpit, I'm gonna do a choreographed hump dance in the middle of my living room, player. Big facts.
I'm gonna do one in my house too.
Yeah.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
I'm with CeeDee Lamb and Grant Delpit. I want both, but I'm trying to figure out how can we get both. And the only way I can see it, we got to give up 2 and 3.
Man, the only way to do it.
Second and third round pick.
The only way to do it, they got to hire Voch as a GM, dog. They hire Voch as a GM. We going to the goddamn Super Bowl. You understand me? But I feel what you're saying about Jeff Heath, though. It's interesting about Cowboy fans that we always say we want more turnovers, but the guy that led your team in turnovers is the main one you're trying to get rid of. Interesting. Jeff Heath got the most forced fumbles and INTs. So he's leading your team in turnovers. And you want to get rid of that guy. Just hold on to him because you might need him. And plus, like you said, play him on kicking game because our special teams was whack. Play him as strong and put Grant Delpit at free safety and cover everybody up. I agree. Appreciate it, MJ. Great call.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, boy. If I can get CeeDee Lamb at 17 and trade back into the first round to get Grant Delpit, I don't need no third round pick. Hey, y'all notice how Brandon call was so long, and MJ was about to have a long call, but 100 grand called in, and boy, 100 grand was good, man.
Listen, man, I'm good. I'm good over here, dog.
What you got for the show? I was
a little pissed off. Almost broke my 50-inch because I was confused. Jerry Jones pissed me off, but I sat down and I thought about it for a while.
Okay.
And I came up with a theory.
Let's talk about it.
We won in the West Coast offense, right?
Yes, sir.
Is the West Coast offense like tight ends, heavy on tight ends, right?
Sure. Tight ends, quick routes, sure.
Right. So we just signed my man, right?
Sure.
Tight end.
Sure.
Tight end.
Blake Jarwin.
You don't really need a Cooper because it's tight and heavy. I mean, get where I'm going.
Relax. I'm
I'm
listening to your story. I'm listening to your story, but relax.
Hold on. Now we save some money now instead of paying Coop the big bucks.
I don't need money. Relax.
This draft. Hold on. The draft is heavy on receiver. We all know that.
Don't get carried away now. Hold on. Let me just.
We get a
The conference has been locked.
for top runner for Jerry or one of the top receivers four in our lap now. A nice route runner, just
Sure.
how Dak loves the route runners.
Sure.
Let's go. Now, Dak, we got money to pay you. Get you up out the way. Bam. Now we can concentrate on the defense. We need pass rushers. We need safety. We got more money for those areas, and the rest of the draft could be straight defense. Only person we need to pick up is a wide receiver. Now, I get it. I understand, they going to shift the coverages towards
That's exactly why you need. That's exactly why you keep Amari Cooper.
I know where you're going.
You see me ready to jump on you, dog. Say what you about to say. Finish that shit. Finish that shit.
They're going to roll the coverages over.
Finish that shit.
I understand that. But the West Coast is tight end heavy. Cooper, the tight end's going to get mainly all the throws. Just like in San Francisco. Who is getting the throws? The tight end.
Because they ain't got Amari Cooper at receiver. That's why Kittle getting all the catches.
I understand that. I get that. But 13 ain't no slouch.
You want to know
and
why?
if we get a top receiver in the draft, that ain't no slouch either.
You want to know why?
Ain't going to be able to say, okay, all right, we just going to leave our wide receivers one-on-one. Nah, they ain't going to take that chance if we get a number one wide receiver in the draft.
You want to know why the Chiefs won the Super Bowl and the 49ers didn't?
Because their quarterback is trash?
No. Yes. But no. But no. Boy, look, the idea of Kelsey and Watkins and Coleman and Tyreek, if you look at the 49ers, it's Kittle. Debo's good. Emmanuel Sanders is cool, but it's Kittle.
Okay. You could also look at the Eagles. Who the Eagles have?
The Eagles
We
suck.
couldn't stop his ass. And the Eagles beat us. With one good tight end. Come on, man. Come on. It's just a theory, man. I'm trying to figure this out.
I hate your theory. You my guy.
I'm trying to figure this out because we need to be ready for Coop to be gone. So if Coop is gone, we're gone wide receiver in the draft.
Watch this. You want to be ready for Coop to be gone? Draft a receiver. Draft a receiver 17. Sure, draft a receiver 17.
I don't want him to be gone.
I don't want him going.
I don't want him gone.
I don't want, because look, I don't want you to say let Cooper go. I agree. But fam, okay, because here's my whole notion about the whole Cooper and drafting a guy 17. If we draft CeeDee Lamb, Cooper is going to sign a contract that's only going to have like 3 guaranteed years on it. It could be a 5-year contract, but it's only going to have 3 guaranteed years. CeeDee Lamb is going to have a 5-year contract. So shit, let's just triple up. And when CeeDee Lamb is good enough to hold it down on his own, Cooper be gone, Lamb will be a gangster, and we be straight. But until then, in this Super Bowl window, let's just have Lamb and Gallup and Coop and do the best we can on defense with our monies. Byron Jones walk so somebody else can run. So our new 3-tech can run with $20 million.
I get that. But I don't think that's the Cowboys' time. I don't think they own it like that. Well, I don't think Stephen Jones is on it. Stephen Jones is a penny pincher. I'm telling you. He don't want to pay nobody. I think if Stephen Jones is running the show, Zeke wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't have Tank. I'm telling you.
You got that. Look, if it was up to Stephen Jones, Zeke could be in Houston right now.
Exactly. Like Stephen's looking like, New England's been killing it all these years like that. But I'm trying to get that.
But I think the one thing everybody agrees on, front office fans, I think we need help at D line. I don't think we're gonna sleep on. I don't think we're gonna sleep on it because it's blaring. It's a blaring need. You know what I'm saying?
We do. Because Quinn, I hope we can sign Quinn back, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know how much he wants.
I don't know. Like, I tell you what, he want more than 8. He won. That motherfucker won. He won more than 10. So
now our dream scenario now. Okay, since Byron Jones left, all right, let's give Quinn 9, 10, whatever. You know, let Randy Gregory come back and be a beast. That line will be sick. That line will be mean. I'm telling you. And if we could draft a one tech.
$100,000, like, just sign Amari Cooper and move on with your life, man. I don't know why we got to fuss and argue and get hoarse and scream at each other.
I want to sign Coop too, but I don't, man.
I don't want to think of a world without him. You thinking of a world without him?
They playing games. You gotta think like that because right now he's a free agent, man. He's halfway out the door.
He'll be back.
You can't. Oh, I hope he come back. What is the plans for if the Dolphins throw the bag at him? The Dolphins throwing the bag at everybody. Like,
I'm leaving. I'm about to hang up right. I don't even want to hear the notion.
I'm just, hey man, I'm just dropping reality, man. Hey, listen, I want to win the goddamn Super Bowl, man, and I feel like we took a step back until I see some moves. We done took a step back today. Am I wrong?
Listen, man, I'm not trying to listen to all this negativity, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not throwing negativity. I'm throwing facts, man. I mean, you don't want to live in the fantasy world either, do you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like people coming in my house.
You got to deal in the cards that's dealt right now. Like, I'm not saying, yo, the Cowboys are done. I'm not watching the season next year. I ain't saying all that. What I'm saying is right now, I'm not feeling it right now.
Well, I'm going to ask you again in April.
I'm not going to give my overall assessment to the draft is done, to training camp. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not giving my overall opinion to all that's done. But as of right now, I'm not going to sit here and say, we good. Because I don't know. It's like they giving fake news in the media, man. It's like, are you guys throwing a smoke screen because you want to draft a receiver? Now, if Stephen Jones drafts a beast receiver, am I going to stand on the table and clap? Hell yeah, you faked everybody out, but you got to show me. Like, they fed us a bill of goods.
So you know what it is, $100,000?
For 2 years.
You know what it is before I hang up on you? You forgot Amari Cooper played at Alabama. Because if you remember that, you would never say, let Amari Cooper go.
Listen, I'm an Alabama fan. Don't disrespect me like that.
Absolutely.
You already know what you know.
Absolutely.
I'm an Alabama fan.
Absolutely. You forgot Amari Cooper played at Alabama.
That's why I told you about Jerry Jeudy. Come on, dog.
You forgot he played at Alabama. That's why you ain't capping for him.
He runs. That's why I went. Listen, let me tell you something. If Cooper's out the door and Jerry Jones says, 17th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Jerry Jeudy, I'm going to be on here doing backflips. You better have a show because I'm going to be on here doing backflips for Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy runs routes, and he plays the NFL receiver in college. In college, he plays like an NFL wide receiver. Tell me he don't.
$100,000, you been drinking?
Tell me he don't.
You been drinking? Chat box say you been drinking.
I know you're not an Alabama fan, man. I know.
I don't have a problem.
You a hater.
You a hater. I normally like Alabama. They was supposed to be the greatest show on turf this year. Tua just got hurt.
That's exactly. Thank you. And our quarterback got hurt. That's why we ain't winning.
And Joe,
you
didn't win it because Joe Burrow exists.
Listen. Okay, look, as long as Clemson didn't win it, I'm happy.
Man, this is my show, man. Don't cut me off. What's wrong with you, dog? What's wrong with you, dog? Now wait a minute. Now you wait down there. $100,000. Be safe in all this mess, dog. Don't let nobody fight you over toilet tissue. You know what I mean?
You already know, man. Hey. If I get into some trouble, I know who to call for them things. You know what I mean?
I keep that old boy on me. Ain't nobody finna wrestle me. Ain't nobody finna wrestle me over no paper towels. I keep that. Let me tell you something. $100,000. I was talking to the homie the other day. He was in Walmart nervous because he didn't know what was gonna pop off. I keep that goddamn on me. I walk in Walmart clear, chilling.
Got that get right stick ready and his cock back. Waiting.
$100,000. Thank you so much for calling in, sir.
No doubt, bro. No doubt.
Chat box and $100,000 been drinking. I'm like, hey, yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Shucks, man. I appreciate Toot Robinson dropping $5 in the Cash App. Yep. What I think about True Font? Desmond True Font, is he a free agent? I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Desmond True Font was let go a few times because he wasn't great, but I don't know. I don't know. I see some people saying Diggs to Buffalo. I ain't got that update yet. What a move, though, if that's the case. If that's the case, I need to go back to my draft list so we can have a conversation. Hold on, I don't see that. Well, said confirm it. Hold on, said a Vikings fan. So let me go to my Bleacher Report. I know I'm tapped in and I ain't got, I don't have the immediate updates because I'm running everything through the laptop right now. Let me just double check and see what's going on here. Let me just see what's going on here. Let me scroll down to NFL news. Hey, y'all heard that new Jay-Z album that Jay Electronica was featured on? Bills are trading a first, a fifth, a sixth, and a 2021 fourth. So the Vikings picked up an extra first round pick. Let me think about this for a second. Let's think about this for a second. So let me go back to. Hey, when was the last time we had a day one this lit? Like a tampering period like this lit. When was the last time we had one of these? My God. Scrolling. Let me go to my Twitter machine so I can verify. Indubitably. Why is Purge trending in Texas? What's going on? The Purge is trending in Florida. Oh, that's different. Hey, look, the Purge trending in Texas. Hey, that's cool. Everything will get worked out. It's probably just a joke or a meme. If the Purge is trending in Florida, boy, that's different. That's different. Let's see. Voch, they still want a 330-pound trash can full of dirt to clog up the run. This guy $295. Tell him again. Yeah, okay. That's the homie Brandon Williams from my Twitter. He was telling me about DeForest Buckner going to the Colts. Absolutely. DeForest Buckner is a prime example of an interior player that's not a trash can full of dirt that you use to clog the run. Here we go. Stephon Diggs. Yeah, it's official. That's official. Goodness. Damn. With the 22nd pick, too. So now the Vikings got 2 first-round picks. The Vikings have, and all this is on the fly. What a day one. The Vikings have 22 and 25. What can the Vikings do with 22 and 25? Well, Sid really wants Marlon Davidson to the Vikings, so. Of course, as a Cowboy fans, that's going to hurt my heart, but it makes sense. But what do you do with that other pick? I just think you're just loading up on guys. And to be fair, they may go corner. I don't know. They let go of Rhodes. I know they got a young boy that they like over there. Mackenzie Alexander. We don't really know for sure. They may go corner and D-line and move on with their life. Linval Joseph still going? Yeah? So, hey, D-line and corner. There you go. In terms of receiver, I know Thielen is still going to be there, so Thielen's going to turn into your number one guy. But, hey, man, you have an option to look at some other receiver. This is the year to need receiver. Hey, if you need receiver, this is the year to need them. So, hey, say good riddance. So, congratulations, said you got an additional. You have an additional first-round pick. Vikings trade up to 17 for Lamb. Yeah, see, y'all just want me to you just want me to do an EDP style Twitter rant is what you want me to do. I'm not gonna give y'all that satisfaction, player. I'm not giving y'all that, man. Let me check up on my super chats for a second because I know I missed a few, and I hate missing super chats because y'all are valuable to this operation here. I've been on football break. I'm getting geared up now. Draft is around the corner. Go Cowboys! Salute Justin D. dropping a dime in the super chat, and I see Cam dropped a dime too, but they're not letting me see it. Let me see if I can scroll back, because I want to see what the hell Cam had to say too, because Cam's comment is important. And then we're gonna get into the phones, and we're gonna see what old Sam got to say. Is Ole Miss at the Vikings still? You talking about Diggs? I mean, shit. You talking about Treadwell, Rich homie Quan Treadwell? He might be gone. I mean, no, he's still there. No, Quan's still there. I think he's still there. Damn, Cam, what was your last comment, man, so I can get to your question? I see your super chat, but it won't let me get the comment up. I need to see the comment. So, Cam, yes, hit me up and let me know. Hit me up and let me know. So with that being said, let me hop onto the phone. I'll keep my eyes out in the chat box, see what Cam got to say. Sam is on the phone. What's up, Sam?
Voch Lombardi. Good to talk to you again. I don't call in all that much, but that's because you're not starved for content. You're holding it down for the Doski just as much as anybody else. Well, boy, oh boy. Today crazy, dog.
It was a crazy day, man. It was a crazy day, sir.
Man, first we need to play Crossroads for Brother Byron.
Oh man,
not really because he got paid, bro.
Hold on, time out, man. Hold on, cause wait a minute, cause I wasn't even gonna do this. So we gonna. So let me just play Crossroads for Brian. Should we do another Prince prayer for Byron Jones? Should we do the whole funeral joint? Cause I do this for real. Like we can do the entire funeral if y'all want to. All right, let's do this then. Let's do it. Hold on, let me go get Crossroads queued up. I'll do the whole funeral. Wait, here we go. Just Brother Byron. Okay, let me clear my throat. Chat box, we're gonna do a whole Byron Jones funeral. Then we're gonna get up out of here. So, well, then we're gonna get to Sam's question. My bad, not get up out of here. But hold on, Sam. Let me get the funeral ready. Then we'll tap Sam back in. We got to do Byron Jones' funeral properly, man. We got to give Byron a proper funeral. I wasn't going to do it because I agree. I wasn't going to do the funeral because, hey, Byron making big-ass bread now. What do you need a funeral for? But Byron got the best celebration in all football, dog, and he is going to indeed be missed. Brother Byron Jones, it's been one. It's been one Byron Jones, regardless of what these goofy Cowboy fans say. I knew how good you were. I knew you were top tier. I knew you were amazing. I knew you lived up to your first round draft status. Byron Jones, but they played you at free safety because goddamn Monty Kiffin say, put the Jones kid at free safety and see what happens. It was the worst mistake of our life. But hell, J.J. Wilcox was playing free safety. We ain't have a choice. And if Chris Richard did anything right, he said put him at corner. If Chris Richard did anything right, he said I don't want this dude at safety. If Chris Richard did anything right, I say I need some more length at cornerback. Let's put Byron Jones there. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word life, and that means forever. And that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you there's something else. The afterworld. A land of never-ending happiness. What I say, never-land of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. And when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills and say we're going to meet you at the crossroad with Uncle Charles, don't ask them how much of your time is left. Ask them how much of your mind is left. Because things are a lot harder in NFL free agency. Things are a lot harder than there is in Dallas. Things are a lot harder here in Miami than it is in the afterlife. In this world, you are on your own. R.I.P. Brother Byron. I can't talk today. R.I.P. Brother Byron Jones. It's been real. We just gonna let Crossroads just kind of rock a little bit. This is like one of my favorite instrumentals of all time. Let's turn this down. I miss my Uncle Charles. We're gonna let it keep rocking. Then we're gonna get Sam back on the phone. Sam asked for it. I wasn't even gonna do it, but Sam asked for it. So, Brother Sam, what's good, man? I'm back, bro. What you got for the show, man?
Amen, brother.
Yes,
amen, Brother Voch.
Amen, man. Amen.
Y'all, let's get the congregation going and give a little gratuities for the work Voch Lombardi be putting in. Boy, oh boy.
Absolutely.
He provides that work.
We just gonna pass the offering plate around. Chat box. If y'all want a super chat, we just gonna pass the offering plate around. Put $1 in the offering plate for the sermon. Go ahead, Sam.
The Lord say to give, and Voch Lombardi definitely is upon the path of the righteous man.
Yes.
So let's just spread the love. And moving on from that, I really think that 100 grand was on that wild parsley. Boy, oh boy, he needs to stop playing. He needs to stop playing. I respect OGs. I respect the OGs, and it ain't nothing personal, but boy, oh boy, he better get out of here with that witchcraft. We don't need any of that around here, Voch.
You say witchcraft?
Yes, sir.
100 grand.
That ain't holy.
100
that
grand.
Ain't holy.
100 grand is 100% smoking wild parsley. But I didn't know he was on witchcraft. I didn't know he was on all that. I agree, though, man. I agree. Keep going. Talk to him.
No, Amari Cooper's so important, man. I'm cool with Blake getting his bread. I spread the love, but they need to stop playing with those two cornerstones. All right? They need to give Dak his money.
Sure.
Because you saw what these other goofy ass quarterbacks getting in the market.
Sure.
And they need to give Cooper his money, because boy, oh boy, you know Diggs is gonna want a new contract, and you know all these goofy ass receivers gonna want money. And I hate to see a real one get out late and taken by another team. So they need to stop playing. But I ain't worrying. We end up paying our guys. It's all good. The drama was there with Tank. The drama there with Zeke.
Sure.
Hey, drama just follows the star. It just follows the star. But
it'll get done,
man.
Yeah. It'll get done.
Yep. If Crossroads wasn't just for Byron Jones, man, pour one out for the Houston Texans. Boy, oh boy, I'll start following Funker if my team do that. I'll start following Funker if my team do that.
We are gathered here today. Deshaun Watson. Can't get help at O-line, can't get help at receiver. Can't get good help at running back. Can't get good help at head coach. Can't get good help at offensive coordinator. Can't get good help at GM. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same. That boy went from the best wide receiver in the land to I need additional State Farm coverage because I'm about to be in 10 extra car accidents a year because I'm holding the ball too long because I can't get the ball to nobody else and my line is terrible.
Good Lord.
Pour one out for young brother Deshaun Watson, please.
Whew. We better hope Larry Tunsil glow up for them Texans fans because boy, oh boy, I'd be hitting the bottle today. I'd be calling it to work if I was a Texans fan.
Uncle Charles will be missed. Uncle Charles need to be the GM. Uncle Charles need to do something. Uncle Charles wouldn't have traded Nuke Hopkins. Uncle Charles wouldn't have got a second round pick. Uncle Charles wouldn't have did all that for David Johnson. He would have done it. Thanks for the call, Sam.
Yeah.
And y'all can tell Sam watched my videos because everything was a goofy ass something. And these goofy ass quarterbacks, man, is this goofy ass offensive line. Somebody gonna trade for a goofy ass running back or something, you know. Oh man, that was a cool little funeral, dog. I said Uncle Charles wouldn't have traded away Nuke Hopkins. Uncle Charles wouldn't have only got a second round pick back. Uncle Charles wouldn't have got a declining running back at David Johnson. Why am I so stupid? Why am I so damn stupid, dog? I thought the phones was locked. Okay, cool, they are. Last call for the night. They're not platinum, but let's see what they got to say. 434. Who this?
What up?
What's happening?
Man, I'm a Lions fan. I know how to fix this team, man.
You know how to fix the Lions?
Yeah, man.
Well, shit, talk to me because apparently the Lions don't know how to fix the Lions. How you gonna fix the Lions, bro?
Man, we draft Okuda or Simmons.
Okay.
Yeah, and second round we go Dobbins. You know, shore up that freaking defense, man.
Okay.
I think, and if we make a signing like Robinson, DeMarcus Robinson, or DJ Reader,
okay,
you know, we're set.
All right, sound good to me. You say that's how you gonna fix your Lions? Okay, cool. That's all you gotta do to fix the lines. Shit, y'all don't need no help nowhere else. You ain't trying to draft a receiver nowhere. Like what's?
Nah, we need a receiver, Pittman.
Okay, so you want to get Michael Pittman from USC? Okay, so what happens if another team signed up all these? If another team signed all the guys you want, like then what?
Well, if I feel like Okuda's going to be there, but Dobbins. If you don't get Dobbins, you get Taylor.
Sure. All right, my guy, I appreciate it. Well, shit, my bad. Go ahead. Say what you're saying. What was that?
Claypool too. It'd be like he's 6'4", man.
Right.
He ate up UVA, bro.
Hell yeah. Right. I got you.
Yeah.
Hey man, appreciate the call, bro. I'm gonna be dropping film all week. Be sure you tune into that. Salute.
I will, sir.
My guy. Oh man, great show today, man. Great show today. We trying to see about another UBL card. Dope. Hey man, great show. Sam G dropped 725. I say drop 725. I'm bugging. Sam G 725 drop 5 in the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Chat box. I'm gonna do this until 10 o'clock Central. I'm gonna call my grandma back. I know she woke. 10 o'clock Central. I'm taking your questions. What you got? I'm listening to your story. We gonna shut the phones down, and I'll just do a little Q&A before we wrap this thing up. This has been a long show, but I think it was necessary. 2 hours. We in 2 hours here, and shouts out to all y'all that's still kind of tuning in with me. Much love, man. 280 people watching. Appreciate y'all. Of course, y'all know Super Chat's gonna get priority, man. Sam G says, "Amen, Voch. Bless up. I hope I was able to move your spirits. I hope I was able to touch your soul." Jake Downey says, "The Lord giveth and take it away. Here's an offer to Brother Jones. 2 Vikes first-round picks can fix all of our problems." I feel you, man. Y'all probably going to be y'all getting rid of a lot of defensive players. Well, not a lot, but a few defensive players this year. So, use Diggs as a vessel to get some of those defensive guys back to get your talent. We know Vikings know how to they know how to spot defensive talent, so you ain't really got a problem there. So just take the best guys you can find and fill those spots back in, man. Fill those spots all the way back in. And hell, like I say, man, you have a top receiver. Like you got Thielen already. So just use the whatever pick you got left over, which is plenty, and get a receiver later. Even Ray Charles would not make that. Ray Charles would not make the Texans trade neither. I agree, Sam. I agree, young Sam. I am the sheepdog. 4-5. Drop the 5 in the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Everybody stay safe out there in the midst of all this corona. Say, are we back tomorrow? Boy. Possibly. We'll see about it. Possibly, bro. Because tomorrow's supposed to be the draft show anyway, so we might do a little draft. I've been looking at some interior offensive line, so we may do an interior offensive line show for our draft show tomorrow. This is just an all NFL type of deal, so we'll do some more draft tomorrow. I ain't got nothing else to do. Everybody in the house, whether it be curfew, quarantine, or whatever, or you just in the crib chilling, so might as well. If Okuda is there at 10, would you trade up for him? Nah, I've given you my only trade back scenario. I want Lamb at 17, and I want to trade up to get Delpit at the back of the first round. And I tell you what though, because Green Bay did it. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay did it. Green Bay drafted Rashawn Gary incredibly early, and they traded up to get back into the back of the first round to go get Little Missile. I was sick, so Nick Gash say F YouTube. Yeah, hey, this was a lit little show, Nick Gash. This show was lit, dog. This show was lit. So, hey, man, everybody, if y'all having problems with notifications, just go to my channel, hit the button, cut notifications off, then hit the button and cut notifications back on. And that'll do it for you. Sheepdog 45. He's dropping 10 in the super chat, just showing support. Moved to Alabama this past weekend, watching your stream in a hotel room while house shopping. Well, you tell you and the rest of your fam, I'm incredibly proud of y'all, dog. Proud of y'all. Making that move, getting it done, getting all your stuff going, man. Because look, I'm getting older, you know what I'm saying? And it's how I know I'm getting older, because I'm looking into buying a house for next year. You know what I mean? I've been renting my whole life. I just turned 28 last week or whatever, and I've been looking into, you know what I'm saying, being a homeowner as well. And next year around April or so, I'll be getting into my homeowner bag. And I know it's a real big deal. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a big move. So congrats to I Am Sheepdog on your new, what's the word I'm looking for? Home? It's a word that's better than home that I can't think of right now. I don't know. But chat box, clap it up for I Am Sheepdog for his brand new move at his brand new lovely home. He in the hotel tonight though. But he in the hotel tonight though. But he's getting all his home stuff taken care of, man. So y'all clap it up for him, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hold on, Nick Gash. Nick Gashley got a story. Wait a minute. Didn't see this live popping up, shaking my head. Geometry Nick don't got geometry. Nick don't got geometry. No more school got shut down. Happy belated birthday, Vice. Appreciate it, Q. Nick, your ex still talk to you, or you ghost her? And Nick, you can't be ghosting these chicks, dog. Cause look, like Nick, cause you young now, Nick, and you don't own shit. But when you get older, you can't just treat girls like that, cause they gonna do shit like tear all your property up. You know, they gonna key all your shit up, and you know, they might throw toilet tissue in the trees at the house. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be ghosting chicks like that. You can't be doing that, son. You can't be doing that. So here we go. What else y'all got? Cooper's back. Amari Cooper and saying, is this real? I didn't get the update. To be fair, my phone didn't damn update for the Diggs news neither. My shit just updated for the Diggs. Is this real? Let me check and see now. Hold on, let me get it together. Now. Let me go to Bleacher Report. Let me go to Bleacher Report. Let me hold on. Let me get it together. Let's see. Bleacher Report. Cowboys. I feel like somebody should have texted me to let me know that this was gonna happen. But it is what it is, though. Let's see. If it ever pop up, goddamn. Damn, my phone would be acting up when I'm trying to get verification on Amari Cooper news. Cowboys. Let's see. Wait a minute. Amari Cooper intends to sign a deal for 5 years, $100 million. That's a big ass dollar, boy. That's 20 a year. That's the going rate, though. But hey, we got Cooper back, though. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. We got Cooper back. Hey, listen, man. I told y'all relax. To relax. Let me cut this Mac on. Let me cut the Mac on. I told y'all to relax, fam. You know what I'm saying? I know we get impatient. I know we be bugging. You know what I mean? I know we want stuff to happen today because it's happening for everybody else immediately. Relax. We were like 5 hours in to a damn what? 3-month process? A 3-month process, and y'all mad because nothing happened in 5 hours. Relax. Coop got his bread. Dak got it. Dak gonna get his bread. Oh, now people texting me talking about some Voch we good, Voch we good. Don't text me now. Don't get no doubt to me. Don't text me now. Relax. We gonna sign Quinn too. We gonna sign Quinn too. Let me do this choreographed hump dance in my living room. Hey, let me cut the back on here. Let me cut the back. I can't play this too long. The Illuminati gonna get me, but we celebrate. All right, cool. That's enough. All right. So, hey. Damn, that bass. Yo, that bass is fire. Facts. Big facts. So listen, we got Amari Cooper, y'all. We good. We good. We lit. And Greg has the right idea. I still want Judy or Lamb. You absolutely right. 100 grand, call back. Let me hear what you got to say. I know you're still listening. 100 grand. Wait, time out. Wait, time out. Let me do.
The conference has been unlocked.
Y'all want to call in and react to Amari Cooper news? 100 grand. Where you at? Voch, you got to have outstanding on the soundboard. Yo, Brandon, this is my big problem, dog. And I wish I was. Like, I blew up as a YouTuber kind of sort of, but I wish I blew up as a podcaster first, because Outstanding was one of my celebration songs. But Joe Budden does it now, and I ain't big enough to say I thought of it first. I need to go ahead and get my pod going before other people, you know what I'm saying, before other people take all my other little stuff, you know what I mean? But, yeah, hey, 100 grand. What do you got to say now about that Amari Cooper news, 100 grand? What do you got to say there? Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Let's see. Let me open the phones. See, I know 100 grand be listening. Even when he not, you know what I'm saying? Even when he not tuned in. I mean, even when he not on the phone and not in the chat box, I know he listening. 100 grand, what's the vibe, sir? Amari Cooper get $20 million a year, my good sir. What's the deal?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I told you. I said, listen.
You tell me shit.
You tell me nothing. I'm excited.
You tell me nothing.
Okay. Now, okay, Jerry, I can stop scolding you now. Now, Jerry, okay, all right.
It's only been 10 hours. It's only been 10 hours.
It's great. I didn't know that he was making these moves. I didn't know that he went to Zeke and he went to, people. Hey, we need some money, yo.
100 grand. I feel you. Time out the chat box.
I didn't know that he
no. The chat box just gave me a fantastic suggestion, sir. I just need you to relax for like 20 seconds and let me just pull up. I'm stalling for time, and it ain't going. All right, hold on. Wait. Let me hit my button. Hey. Y'all can't beat that. We gotta run that one more time, dog. We gotta run that one more time with no interruptions. Hold on. Woo! All right, 100 grand. I'm about to get y'all the phone. I just wanted to hear what you had to say. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. 100 grand. 100 grand. Let me tell you something, dog. You know how I cut people off the phone to put other people on the phone?
Yes, sir.
I do it for you. I do it for you all the time, 100 grand.
No, man, you could not do that to my dude. That's my cat, man. That's my dude.
Chris.
What's good, man?
Chris, I got to get 100 grand on the phone because you're on the phone right now. 100 grand, I appreciate you. I just wanted you to get back on the phone to get your thoughts on Cooper.
That's my dude right there. Don't cut my man 100 grand off. That's my cat.
100 grand is a legend. Even though 100 grand, one of my callers said he was on the Wild Parsley and he was doing witchcraft or something. I ain't know. I ain't know 100 grand was into witchcraft. But set it off, Chris. I'm glad I opened these phone lines back up, sir. What's good? What's good, my guy? What's your reactions?
Hey man. Before we do that, man, can we get the music for the greatest DB celebration that we will no longer have? Can we get the music, man? Can we meet at the crossroads, man?
Oh man, it ain't nothing to go back to crossroads. Wait, I got it.
Come on, we gotta get a crossroads.
I gotta leave. Return of the Mac. I gotta leave. Return of the Mac because I was celebrating.
I know we celebrating, but man, come on, man. Dang, I'm gonna miss Byron. Man. Hosting the strap. I'm gonna miss him, man. Hope he has nothing success, man. Hope the brother stays nothing but healthy, man, and have a great time down there in Miami, man. Yeah. But man, $20 million a year, man. 5 years, $100 million, $20 million a year. Yeah. Let's get the numbers out. I don't care what it is. Now we got Coop. Let's get this thing cracking, man. Yeah. Let's get this thing cracking, man. Yeah. Go ahead and get it cracking, man.
I think this move was very necessary because if you have any reservations on signing Cooper, it's got to do with money. But we ain't really thinking about money. We trying to win a bowl right now. You know what I mean? So you just
absolutely. You can turn around. You got so many different options you can go with. You definitely got him. You got Gallup up emerging. You just went ahead and unleashed, man. My boy Blake Jarwin got him ready to go crazy this year. You know, do his thing. I know Foots doesn't really like him. I definitely know Law don't like him. But I'm crazy about the guy. A young guy who can stretch the middle of the field. that's definitely going to be an asset to the team. I like the moves they're making, man.
Sure.
Just got to go ahead and sign my quarterback, man. Get my quarterback right. Get Rain Dakota Prescott his money, man.
Sure.
Get him his money. Get him a fair deal. I mean, we're going for that, man. I would love to see one of these quarterbacks, maybe Xavier Rose, maybe bring him in. There's going to be another guy out there, maybe solidify this cornerback position, a guy who can be steady, solid, and, you got to solidify the middle.
Yeah.
Like it always says, man, like Voch 101 says, man, you got to be able to block A and B gap, man, to run the football and you to defend it. You got to be able to clog A and B gap. And then also, since that cat ain't got to worry about drug tests no more and fall out the bed and give me 5 sacks, we can go ahead and say his name, too. Can I get a war cry for Randy Gregory now? Can I get a war cry for Randy Gregory, man? Can I get that for my man, dude?
What you mean? What you mean?
Man.
And Randy come back cheap, too.
Man.
He come back cheap, too.
Man, Randy come back dirt cheap. And you can go ahead and sign Quinn, Randy Gregory, man. That's. I mean, you can run to the right side, but you better not drop back to pass. You better not drop back to pass. And like I said, man, there's a lot of guys. You bring Linval Joseph in on a kind of a modest deal. Bring him in on a prove-it deal.
Sure.
And then you go ahead. You can draft my man Jordan Elliott. Man, it's just so many options. But by getting Amari signed, go ahead and getting Dak taken care of, we can go forward.
Sure.
Definitely go forward, man. Yo, man, I'm just going to continue, man, to listen to the reaction, man. I need Rube Glock to get on there. I need the rest of the homies, man, to holler out, man, so I can enjoy this show tomorrow while I'm driving at work and listen to all this reaction, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. This is a 2-hour show,
man,
you got plenty to listen to. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt, man. No, appreciate you more, man. Thanks for the content as always, man. Peace.
Yes, sir. $100,000 call back. What is this? Wait, hold on, time out.
Hey, man,
what's good?
Said call back, bro. I had to, man.
I said call back.
Man.
I ain't tell you call back, man. But but what's up though? What you got? I ain't tell you to call back. It's your third time calling me, dog. Go to read a book or something. Go take a walk.
Hey, listen, man. The streets of Jersey and New York ain't nobody out here in the streets, man. Times Square is empty, dog. It's like World War Z out this bitch.
Hey, be safe, man. Be safe. Be safe. I tell you what, man. New York is the last place I want to be when the I Am Legend monsters come out. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all gun laws is terrible. So when the I Am Legend monsters come out, I wouldn't dare be caught in New York, boy. No, sir.
I told him, I'm getting in direct contact with you like, dog, I need a couple of those, man. I know you got a lot of them. You can slide me 2 or 3 of them things, man.
I mean, you could just kind of live in my compound and.
Hey, I can do that too, man. Sure, I can do that too. Hey.
Cause I give you a gun. I give you a gun. You gonna go to the block and put some parsley, dog. I ain't crazy. $100,000. I'm about to go ahead and get you up on the phone, though, bro. Appreciate you, man.
I am.
Oh man, I tell you what, I do not like if I Am Legend happen. And you on the East Coast, good luck to you. Good luck to you. My bro said he fresh call. I talk to him every day. What's up, Sed?
Hey, what's good, man?
You at work, not working?
No, I'm off, bro.
Oh, I got you. So what's your thoughts on this whole Diggs thing? I know everybody listening said he is a Vikings fan. And I just kind of want to know your vibe, sir, for my audience. I know what you're thinking, but for my audience, what you're thinking?
Well, Minneapolis Miracle seemed like a decade ago now, shit.
Sure.
But to answer your question, if you would have asked me, do I think D's getting traded today, I would have told you no. But after the Deandre news happened, for some reason, he got bold. It was like, get me out of town. And us fans, knowing Stephon being his goofy, dumb, weird-ass self, we just thought he was trolling again.
Damn.
This nigga said, nah, this ain't one of them times. And when he sent that, I was like, okay, something's finna happen. I don't know if it's good or bad, but something's gonna happen tonight.
Yeah.
And now we seeing it now. He's a Buffalo Bill.
Sure.
But my thing with this, man, we didn't do what I mean the organization. The organization never did anything wrong to Stephon Diggs, man. They just gave him a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
This past offseason. And now, you bitching because, okay, maybe you don't like Kirk. I get it, but who else is gonna throw you the fucking ball?
Do you
A
think
rookie?
do you think Diggs was a little more spiteful towards Thielen and the attention that Thielen was getting? Maybe, just anything like that?
No, because when Thielen was out in an extended amount of time, he was our number one receiver. If anybody should be upset, it should be the coaching staff at Diggs for the simple fact when he was in the role being the number one guy, he got the balls, he got the targets, but we were a run first team. And then on top of that, when we did give him the ball, the motherfucker had 6 drops during the season, and then he had 4 fumbles. Mm-hmm. So if you want to blame somebody, I blame him. I mean, he had his opportunity. We just was a run first team now. Okay, you want to go somewhere where they're going to pass a little more? Have fun trying to catch a Josh Allen ball.
Oh, boy. That's big facts. Hey, chat box, I didn't mention that one. You just kind of went from Kirk Cousins to Josh Allen. Now what? That's interesting. Yeah.
Because he's not going to improvise. He's going to get out the pocket and he's going to run. So if any Bills fans out there, I'm going to let you know now, get acquainted to Stephon Diggs cussing and pouting and, getting into Josh's face. So it's going to be a lot of that.
Oh, my God. If you mad at Kirk Cousins, how mad you going to be at Josh Allen? Oh, goodness. Keith Floyd dropped 20 in the super chat. Appreciate you for the dub, sir. That's interesting, Sid. Now, let me ask you this as one of my Vikings guys. Let me ask you this. So you got 2 first-round picks. You got 22 and 25. Let me double-check that and confirm. But, yeah, 22 and 25. I know you want Marlon Davidson with one of them.
I would love Marlon Davidson with one, absolutely.
What you want to do with the other one?
And, well, see, that's interesting. We can either get a corner. It wouldn't surprise me if we go linebacker. We slap the franchise tag on Anthony Harris, so safety's not really a need. I can see us going after a top wide receiver now. That's on a rookie deal. I don't know which one's going to be there. Which one going to be there? But if I had to take my choose, and I would think Justin Jefferson.
I was just going to say, y'all rather looking for like an outside guy or a slot guy? Because not only is Jefferson there, but T. Higgins also there.
Well, I mean, we could probably use a little more size. We really needed a slot receiver before the Diggs left. Now we need another outside guy.
That's
so
Higgins.
basically, we need 2 receivers.
That's Higgins.
So I mean, yeah, that's Higgins. Yeah, that's 1,000% Higgins. So I wouldn't be opposed to it, but we gotta address the trenches right now. I think we're gonna be fine as far as weapons go. We lost Diggs. We got a healthy Thielen. Kyle Rudolph was really good last year. Irv Smith's starting to step up more. We got Dalvin, and we might draft another running back with Alexander Madison. So I'm not angry, but I'm disappointed in how Stephon handled this situation. I think he could have been very more professional about it.
Well, you just asked Stephon Diggs to be a little more professional about it. Good luck with that. No,
I 1,000% agree, but he's finna see, man. Grass ain't always green on the other side, buddy. And in this case, it's snowing cold as fucking December.
Let me ask you
now,
this.
Granted, he from the DMV, so he used to it, but it's different.
Nah, he will catch a Josh Allen passes. Do you have any hate for the Texans and what they did today? I know me and you was texting about it earlier or whatever. Did you get the bars?
Man,
did you get the bars?
When that news came across,
did you get the bars? Me and you was texting earlier about the Texan. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Hey man, it's interesting. It's I was shocked when I first saw it. I didn't believe it. I thought it was somebody trolling, but when it really came through and it was Adam Schefter said it, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is Bill O'Brien doing? That's the first thing I said. Bill O'Brien really think he's doing a great job, and he is doing an awful job. You just traded away probably the number 1 or number 2 best receiver in the league. And not only that, he was Deshaun's favorite target. Whenever shit got rough, he looked at 10, and you just took that away from him. Who is his security blanket now? Will Fuller?
True. So now you kind of got Deshaun Watson in a situation where his receiver core gets bad. He's led the league in sacks or getting sacked 2 years in a row, and he has a declining running back. Running back. That's probably going to be just as good as what you had with Hyde and what's his face, right?
Carlos Hyde. He's probably going to put up the exact same stats Carlos Hyde did.
Yeah, about 1,000 something rushing yards, maybe 1,100 and a couple passes or whatever. So.
Yeah, he'll probably get, a lot of more targets because that's just his game. So I can see them lining him up as a slot and catching a couple passes.
Boy, he better catch all the passes because who else going to do it?
I mean, they obviously believe that they can get a quality guy in the front end too. But damn, this DeAndre Hopkins, man, you just can't find another DeAndre Hopkins like that, man. You can find some talented guy that you can compare to that talent. But man, that's tough, man. On all facets, his hands was huge. He was reliable. He ran his routes. He wasn't scared. He's had one drop in 3 years?
Sure. I just don't understand it, man. Like, and me and you talk about this all the time. Like, this the year to have, like, if you need a running back, like, this the year to need a running back. But instead you give up picks, your best receiver, and that contract. And that contract as well. So.
Yeah, he making $16 million, and they eating it all.
Oh, God. Is he making more than Hopkins?
I really don't.
Is he making more than Hopkins? David Jones, is he making more than Hopkins?
No. Hopkins was making like 17, maybe.
That's close.
17, 18. Close, yeah.
Ah, damn, Carl.
But, yeah.
Yeah. We just got to update. The Vikings get 4 picks for Diggs. 1st, 5th, 6th, and next year's 4th. Well, congratulations. Says you get a good little haul for Diggs, a guy that you didn't want on your team, no way. And
no, that's not true. I love Diggs. I want to state that I was a Diggs guy.
You just called him. You just called him a little bitch. You just called him a little bitch.
Yeah, up until today, when he started this shit at 1:00, I was like, okay, he on some bullshit now. He thinks he can force his way out. And I think he was trying to force his way to D.C. That's always been his desired location for some odd reason. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind it because I would have went after Trent Williams. But he enjoy Buffalo, buddy. Bring your good coat.
That's so toxic. That's so evil. All right, bro.
Bring your duck head.
Say it. Bring your ranch dress. Stop it. So that's him, Cole Beasley, and who else out there? I don't know, whatever.
John Brown.
Yeah, that's a cool little core, but can Josh Allen get it to him? I don't know.
Absolutely not.
I'm about to
because he's going to be taking all the rushing touchdowns.
Damn. I'm about to bring in Nick Gasher. Said I appreciate you. You can stay tuning in. We're gonna do this again tomorrow. Salute, my guy. I'll text you later.
All right, man.
That's my brother, said E. Fresh. He's my Vikings correspondent. He wanted to call in and hate on Diggs and the Texans for a minute. I don't hate it. Last call for the night.
The conference has been locked.
All right. I got one thing
Nick.
real quick, a couple things real quick I want to talk about.
God damn, Nick. I can't even do my intro. Go ahead, Nick. We'll just do what you want to do on my show. Go ahead.
So, like, the Dolphins signed Byron, Shaq Lawson, Eric Flowers, and somebody else I can't remember right now.
Kyle Van Noy.
Yeah. Kyle Van Noy, right. So, like, how is this changing their draft strategy, do you think? Because, like, they got their edge rusher in Shaq Lawson. You could argue they got their offensive lineman in Eric Flowers, but I don't really think that is the right. I don't think that's the right take on that. I think they're still going to need some offensive linemen. It's just a hole to fill. Mm-hmm. But how do you think after Tua, it's 3 or 5 or wherever they pick him? How is that going to affect 18 and 26? Who do you think they're going to go for?
Well, my theory is don't draft Tua at all. I think stay where you at 5 because I think those 2 picks after 5 are going to be more valuable to you than trading up for Tua. You see what I mean? If you want to go up to the 2nd overall pick to get Tua, you lose those picks. I would rather just sign a quarterback in free agency and wait till next year or something like that, and then mortgage that entire draft to go and get a quarterback next year. But this year, Man, look, at number 5, Jeff Okudah could be there. Isaiah Simmons could be there. You know what I'm saying? Get one of those guys. I don't think Shaq Lawson's good enough to say that he's my pass rusher or whatever. So if a guy like Epinesa is there, you know what I'm saying? I would go there. If one of the top 3 guys, I would say Henry Ruggs would be the guy that'll be there. I would go there. If you don't want to go Ruggs at 18, then go then get a guy like Jefferson at 25 or whatever, you know, just to kind of help out whoever the hell you bringing in to play quarterback. And the rest of the draft, you can do whatever you want to do. You just ain't drafting corner now, because now you got Byron Jones across from Xavier Howard, which is ridiculous. And you just drafted Isaiah Simmons. You just drafted Isaiah Simmons to pair along with the other safety that they got that they just paid money to. So now you can damn near just focus on, you know, getting pass rush. We just looked at Zach Bond or whatever. Get Zach Bond later on in the rounds. You know what I'm saying? Go get a guy like that. You know, you need help at 3 tech or whatever. Go get you one of them rotational 3 techs to kind of bolster your D line a little bit. Get some, you know what I mean? You got options. You want to talk about guard? I like Flowers, but hell, with your 2nd or 3rd round pick, go get Shane Lemieux. Go get badass to go play center for you. I'm not drafting Neatane Muti or whatever. I'm not drafting his ass. But you got a lot of receivers on your team right now, and you probably won't keep all of them. Fine. You know, you ain't signing Devontae Parker for no money. So shit, go get Denzel Mims and pair him with Jefferson. I don't care. Do whatever you got to do to whenever you draft your quarterback, you want this house to be as comfortable as possible. Get DeAndre Swift in the 2nd round. I don't care, 3rd round. Just whatever running back is there. You got options. They got 14 picks. They got 14 picks. Go ahead.
This is my thought, just because I've heard buzz about this, that they're looking at DeAndre Swift. I feel like they could very easily pick him at 26, and that wouldn't be a big surprise to me, because once you fall in love with a running back like Swift, they're going to be like, you think it's worth it to take him in the 1st round, even though you could probably get him in the 2nd round. If Andrew Thomas falls, I feel like they can go Andrew Thomas, but I feel like the Dolphins are stupid enough to fall in that trap where they don't think they're going to need an offensive lineman, or they don't think they're going to need an edge rusher.
Sure.
That's just going to end up really bad. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't get DeAndre Swift in the 20s, because right in the 20s, you're running out of a certain caliber of guys. Right in the 20s.
Right.
Marlon Davidson is the last starting tackle in the 20s. You know what I mean? In terms of receivers that you can't find another clone of, those guys are running out. You could probably get like a Christian Fulton in the 20s and still get a gangster at running back later, like a J.K. Dobbins or Clyde or Zach, whoever.
Jonathan Taylor.
I'm not getting Jonathan
Zach
Taylor
Moss.
because he fumbled the ball 14 times. Whoever the hell you want to get. But they got options, man. They got options.
One more thing.
Yeah,
Did Don King see the Henry Ruggs film session you put out today? Because that was phenomenal. I got to say, it was very good.
Thank you, sir. You know what I'm saying? I try to do my best, man. I think it's lazy when we just say, hey, guys, Henry Ruggs is Tyreek Hill, and I'm not going to explain why. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like, come on, man. Explain why Henry Ruggs is good. And I think a lot of people have the notion that he's only super fasty guy and that's it, because I don't think our media is doing a good enough job of explaining how good Henry Ruggs is. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Right. Did you put the LSU game in there? I heard Don King was asking about the LSU game.
You saying somebody did what to the what exam?
No, never mind. It's fine.
Swing and a miss. King, swing and a miss by Nick Gashler. I appreciate you, my guy. I'm probably
good. Have a good one.
I'm probably gonna do a draft show tomorrow, so look at your interior offensive lineman. I think that's what we're gonna look at tomorrow.
All right, I'll tune in. I got nothing else to do, so.
Of course.
Quarantine day 3.
Nick Gash said he ghosted that little girl after he broke up with her. God damn. That's Nick Gashler, man. He's been watching film and breaking it down, so go over there and check him out over on his channel. Nick Gashler needs to present some information as well as doing those film sessions over there, because we appreciate him for his information and his thoughts and his draft analysis, not just his film sessions. Right, Nick Gashler?
Yes, sir.
Do some top 5s and shit. All right, man, get out of here.
Peace out.
Yeah. Keep Keep your head up. You got the phones working? Yeah, man, the phone's working, man. It wasn't working at first, but we got them. We got them going. We got them going. Chat box, I swear, man. Don't say I ain't never did nothing for you, man. Don't say I don't say I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, went overtime for you. Don't say I don't love you. You know what I mean? How long is this show? How long this show been? What we've been putting in work on this show. 2 hours and 46 minutes, all for some daggum free agency and some goofy ass reactions and some jokes and 100 grand calling 3 times. Oh man. Dope show, man. Everybody stay safe. Everybody wash your damn hands and your ass. Quit putting stuff in your face. Be safe out there, man. Don't fight nobody over toilet tissue. Keep your family safe. Keep your family fed. Do the best you can. Let's ride this thing out, man. Let's ride this thing out. So that's about all I got, man. Voch, how can I support you on your A1 channel? I'll tell you what, buddy. We got super chats that take 30%. We got Patreon that takes 15%. And I got my PayPal and Cash App in the description. They take 0%. So however you want to support me, you can use any one of those links down in the description. I also sell merch. I got some dope ass shirts. That rhymes. I sell merch. I got some dope ass shirts. That is in the description for you as well. You can take a look at those. Some cool little logos of mine I got. And hell, you want to support, man? I just did a playlist with all my film session on. Just binge watch all the films so we can get them views up, man. If you listening right now and there's a film session that I did that you haven't seen already, go just go watch that video. Help get these numbers up, and you know, when it's time to run it, it's time to run it. Let's see. The Bills signed Mario Addison, defensive end Mario Addison. All right, y'all want to do 3 more hours and talk about Mario Addison? I'm bullshit. I ain't talking about Mario. All right, y'all. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, man. Until next time, which is going to be tomorrow. We're going to be doing a draft show tomorrow. We're going to talk about interior offensive linemen, and I may do a show earlier than that to kind of touch on if any more big free agent moves happen. All right? Peace, y'all. Let's do it. My boy Google be talking like that. Let's do it. Anyway, peace. Gone.